Welcome to BlackwaterDnD. Good friends telling better stories. We're hopping right into this one. Em?
Thank you so much, Sean. I'm going to rocket through announcements so we can play some good D&D here at BlackwaterDnD, what we love to do. I'm going to acknowledge tonight that we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiam, Kwantlen, Sawasan, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. If you love this campaign as much as we do, you're going to want to head over to the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes released on Fridays at noon, with all of our podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find all the channel links. Oh my god. We want to give big thank yous to our lovely tech water team of Chantel and Benji for keeping us on the technical rails tonight. Woo! Some very brief programming updates. Episode 90 dropped on the podcast today, and we also have a Patreon. Jess, can you tell the wonderful folks at home about Patreon?
Yeah, absolutely. Terrible timing. So Patreon is a place. Patreon is a place where you guys can go and get more exclusive content from us.
No, you have to do it while you're doing this.
Oh, God. So you can type !Patreon in the chat and find it a little bit more. I don't even know where that went. No idea. Terrible peripheral vision. You can, give me a sec. We're good. Okay, type !Patreon in the chat to learn more. Patreon is a place where we release exclusive content, and after every episode of Blackwater, we record a Chatwater, which is where we talk about what happened in the episode. We debrief, we talk about our theories for what's going to come down the pipe. We talk about the sets and the design. We talk about TTRPGs in general. And we talk about lots of other very cool things that we do. You can also get exclusive access to Godkiller content, talkbacks, the Green Room, the show that we record when we get kicked out by Tim. It's super fun. There's a free tier, and there's also paid tiers that you can use to financially support us, which we really appreciate because it means that we can do the things that we do here. Last of all, you can connect your Discord account to access a Patreon's only Discord channel, which is a really active channel where we talk a lot about cool stuff. Oh, no, definitely not. A great channel where we talk about all sorts of fun stuff and you get first peeks at shit that happens. Oh, that's God. It. Back to you,
Two hands on the wheel.
So much. 2 hands on the wheel.
Get the dog back in the cage.
Woof, woof.
It is my favorite time to talk about Godkiller Balance. A Balance features our core cast of myself with Yanis and Gina as my Godkillers and a stunning crew of guests, including Christian Varro, Tim Carlson, Anjali Bamani, Christian Carlson, Cody Heath, Luis Carrazzo, Brendan Lee Mulligan, Matt Mercer, and Abria Iyengar. If you've listened to Balance and you like what you hear, you can also check out Oblivion, which is the first series, which is also out now wherever pods are cast. You don't need to listen to Oblivion to start Balance, but you should. You. Right there, you should. To get all of the spoilers about what is going to happen and a bunch of Easter eggs. We are thrilled to have this show sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Hero Forge. And
it will probably be our last time being sponsored with this game.
Episodes released bi-weekly, and last week we had our interlude where we saw the Battle of Manta and ended right with Rake enacting his time-stop power and stepping right in to the moment right before Asilis was killed. This next episode is beautiful, and you will understand what I mean when the line "It's just a hug, brother" will put you on the floor. Episode. Oh God, I don't even remember what episode this is. I think 12? Yeah, episode 11 or 12. This one is called Atoning. It drops in 2 weeks from now on Friday. I don't have the date in front of me, so it's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from Friday. And we'll be dropping more teasers along the way, so thank you for joining us through our second journey through the cradle. Which brings us to our dedicated sponsor for tonight's episode, Monument Studios. Monument's new program, Fantasy Plus, is a new TTRPG music platform with over 6,000 high-quality audio files to score and bring life to your games. You can browse for tracks by mood, mix and match your audio files to create the perfect scene and setup, as well as upload your own files into the platform. It has Discord integration, improved visuals and performance, as well as it's the cheapest TTRPG music platform out there. We subscribe to a couple TTRPG music platforms, and it is cheaper by a ton. There are no paywalls at all. Its design is very, very user-friendly, used by a lot of industry and music professionals. There's regular platform updates, and new content is added on a regular basis. I've been using Monument Studios to score balance throughout this, as well as some of our other podcast shows that we have in the works. It makes the scenes feel really lived in. Their ambiance tracks are incredible. Like there's one that's like a docks, and you can hear the water, you can hear the ships groaning and moving, you hear people like moving stuff around. There's like daytime and nighttime versions of everything. It's really, really incredible. For balance, I've used it for the Wayfarer's Lamp, the damp of Ungol's Cave with like the dripping of water and all of that kind of stuff, the winds of the Sejura and the liminal space. A lot of damp, dripping water sounds. Fantasy Plus has been just incredible, and it's a huge asset for me. It's like 100 gigabytes of music, which is really amazing. I want to say a huge thank you to the folks at Monument for sponsoring these episodes, as well as just gifting this music to us. That's a huge boon for me as someone who has to score all of our podcast stuff and go searching for stuff on a regular basis. It has music that works not just great for fantasy settings, but also Western and sci-fi and a bunch of other genres. Tim has been using Fantasy Plus to score our main campaign episodes here. And if you want to go and get 90 days free of in-app usage with the Fantasy Plus system, you can use the code Blackwater at checkout. It will charge you afterwards for anything you use following that, but 90 days on us. So thank you for that. And it goes live tomorrow on March 25th, and you'll see some posts from us around the socials doing some reels and stuff about that, about Monument, and I will be talking about that. So thank you so much to the wonderful folks at Monument Studios for doing all that kind of good stuff. And that is it. I am so excited for the Warden's Gauntlet. Grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts and your best friends, whether you are new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages. Thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we make amazing things happen. We love you immensely. And thank you so, so much for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. Chantal, roll the clip, roll the clip.
All right, so for those of you just joining us tonight,
Where you been?
welcome.
It's session 91.
What are you doing?
Last week,
Sorry.
Best Wishes traveled to the city of Illume, where they were invited to meet the court of the Senelise. It was there they met the various lords and ladies of the court. And they were, what else happened?
Yeah, what else happened?
What else happened? I forgot to write it this week.
We went
so
to a couple,
you fill me
We
in.
went to a couple bars. Thistle had a bear brawl, which was very fun.
Esper killed Gideon.
Yep, you did. Yep.
I don't remember that. I do remember
Nort.
Bingus Prickles bottle it yourself all in one brewer's experience.
Yes,
Best place in the Feywild.
And we also hung out with a guy named Nort for about 10 minutes before we
Who's
left
now
him.
gonna come
Soundly ditched him.
Soundly ditched him on the
gonna bite
side of
us
the
in the
road.
ass.
We have made some friends in high places.
Yes. Had
Stephen Trickster, the Trickster Lord.
Lord Reynaud.
Lord Reynaud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trickster Law.
Trickster Lord is a big fan of us. Everyone's putting in a champion or a team of champions in the case of the Nardguard.
The Queen has offered to have us be her team.
We are Mommy's favorite.
We are.
Wonder what that gets us.
And
We're Mary's favorite?
Mommies.
Mommy's
we're Mommy's favorite.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
And
That's
and
it, Tim.
importantly, the last people who made it all the way through the gauntlet, the last party, made it to the fucking
End of it.
the safe, the tomb,
The Apima Vault.
the vault, and they killed each other for the soul. Oh my god.
And-
Something's amiss.
And we ended off our session with the Moonlit Prince looking all huffy because he very much is pretty sure that Thistle's trying to fuck his mom.
Or he's the stepson that stepped up.
Would you allow me, because I came to
You're
the
the
conclusion
step- he's the
before you
step-
said it. Could Esper have come to that conclusion?
With your insight, I
Out of
think
26,
you
yeah.
sort of parse out that vibe. There's
I think-
like something.
I think Esper fails. He goes,
So we pick up in the courtroom.
Yes, so you pick up in the court as the queen she goes, send word to the criers. We will announce the Warden's Gauntlet beginning. We will start in the morning. That should give enough time for the Bodrima court to send their champions. Everyone else, gather your teams, be ready for the morning. you should know that the Warden's Gauntlet is believed to follow the ancient path of the Trigon Wardens, said to mirror the trials the warriors would go through to become a Warden of the Trigon. A path is set representing the 3 woods that made up the ancient civilization. The Whisperwood Trial, the Red Wilds Trial, and the first Pine Grove Trial. And somewhere at the end of that trial is the Ipima Vault, said to hold the sword itself. I cannot give you any insight into the trials you are about to face, as I myself have never participated. We did not create this gauntlet. We merely found it.
Could I ask, do you know why the oak heart was put away there? What led the fabled sword to be returned to this vault?
If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think there is a sword at all.
Oh.
In all the many years this gauntlet has been run, no one has ever returned with a sword. Many have returned, getting to the vault, but they have never claimed to have found a sword.
Sword was
So it is a bit of a myth. I don't personally believe that it is real, but merely the prowess of getting to the vault itself is prize enough.
And the friends you make along the way.
Indeed. You see, the Lord of the Hunt is like, I think there's a sword. I'm sure of it. And this time, my champion will find it.
Esper what? Later.
Now, this is the first time that we have someone claiming to be a warden of the Trigon itself. Indeed, this is news that the Trigon still exists, so this is quite exciting. It may add an extra layer of whoever finds the sword would hold some dominion over the Trigon. It would, of course, be shared with their patron. She smiles. Very well. You have the night. I can put you up here at the palace, if you like.
Well, should we actually bolt rooms? No.
I have one more question before we leave. Is it possible to do this without the support of a patron?
Well, we've never had a team participate without sponsorship
Was the sponsorship of
of a
my
lord.
predecessor not enough?
Well,
The one who named me
we
first.
can't verify that. I believe you, but we have no way of verifying that, and he is not a lord.
But you yourself said that it is possible to compete without the patronage of a...
Well, that would be very unusual, and we've never allowed it before. And we hold the information about where the entrance is.
Allow me to speak plainly. I have been entrusted on this journey. And though I trust you and your wisdom and grace, it is not my place to promise the allegiance of the forest that is not mine to promise yet. If I was to win the sword, we could discuss what it would look like, but
It would become another territory that would participate. in the court of the Senelise, of course. Otherwise, it would be at risk of being claimed by the court of Bodrima. You would, of course, elect or choose a lord or lady to sit here at court with us. And in time, perhaps, that lord or lady could theoretically be elevated to the station of queen or king of the court of the Senelise.
You could elect.
We would have to make a new chair.
Ooh, that is exciting.
Very.
I like chess.
Yes, no, I would not hold dominion over the Trigon so much as I hold dominion over any of my subjects' land. She sort of gestures at the other lords and ladies.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
Yes. But you would be bound to resist the court of Bodrima, of course.
Should we choose your patronage, your esteemed eminence? Would there be a boon that you could bestow upon us to ease our passage?
Well, of course. Each patron can offer one boon. I was going to announce it in the morning, but I suppose I could tell you now.
My apologies for being hasty.
It's all right. You're excited. It's quite cute. I can give you the ability to breathe underwater for a full day. All you must say is a question. You must ask it to the wilderness, Lady, Queen, Minx Wisteria. Grant me thy boon, and it will activate for all of you.
I have a question.
Yes?
So, that's a very generous boon, and I like it very much. However, unfortunately, one of us already has an ability that very much makes that less helpful. You may notice.
Oh, I didn't want to assume.
No, I appreciate that. That's very respectful. So, what I was wondering is perhaps as an alternative to that boon applying to one of our party, would I be able to ask for something different, material, something that I'm sure to someone with your stature would be very minimal in terms of what it would involve to
Hear the
her?
bear lord go, If she gets 2 boons, then I get to give 2 boons to my boys.
You can give one boon, how about one boon to each of the boys, as we are all receiving one boon, and then maybe we give a different boon.
Well, I don't know about this.
We could forego the first boon as well, if needed.
I'm getting at a very specific boon I want, that I want to take.
Well, speak plainly then.
Yeah, I'm looking for a bowl covered in gems.
Ah! I see. Well, perhaps if you bring back the sword, I can provide such a bowl.
That's fantastic. Do you have such a bowl that I could maybe see
I have
and
many
briefly
bowls.
tomorrow morning?
No. I'd
Cool, just checking.
have to fetch it from the vault.
Oh,
But I
okay.
have many jewel-encrusted bowls.
Perhaps when we return successful.
I look at her with the look of someone who wants to say something just to her in the hopes that she has some ability to speak to my
He goes, I will check in with you in the morning.
mind. Sounds good.
I'll give you a little pep talk. And let you know where the entrance is to the Warden's Gauntlet.
You are foundationally gracious.
And we would be gracious to accept your offer of accommodations here.
Of
Yes.
course. I will set you up in the finest rooms.
If there's an opportunity where things are sort of breaking up and people are starting to sort of mingle.
Yeah, she kind of stands. She stands first. She offers her hand out.
Is this like a accept her as a patron thing?
As a kiss the ring.
Oh, we would.
I'll step
Yeah.
forward.
Big
Yeah.
smooch.
Yeah.
I show her
Oh,
what
yeah.
that bear tongue did.
Yeah.
I guess that ring. I guess that ring, but my tongue is never visible.
She takes a little hanky and just.
But yeah, if there's an opportunity where everyone's sort of mingling,
Yeah.
I want to make my way over to Moonboy.
All right.
What was his name again?
Steve Nash.
Nash Stavine.
Nash. Okay.
You see, he's kind of moved over. He's got a host of servants around him, and he's having some wine.
As you head over, I'm just gonna brush past you and be like, I think that's Van Dyne's son.
What?
I think Nash Devine is Van Dyne's son.
And I look over. Do I see the resemblance now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was the look I was giving you.
Well, all right. I should go talk to him.
Do you want a buddy for that, or do you want to do that solo?
Maybe not as a group. Maybe just me. Maybe just me to start, and
No,
then I can
something
introduce
like
you.
an accountability buddy, just one. Like, just someone to watch your back
And Uncle Jesse.
and your tongue.
No, I think I'll be okay. I mean, you can come if you want to come. I feel like you want to come.
Sure.
All right.
I want to be there for you in this moment.
Not just to watch. What? All right. Well, just don't chant Jerry as we get going. All right.
I walk over.
What do you want?
I saw your chair.
Yes.
Yes, is that Van Dyne on the seat?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. It's a wonderful moon. Do you know her?
What are you getting at?
I was just asking if you're familiar with her.
She's my mother.
Oh,
Of course I know her.
amazing. I didn't know that Van Dyne had any children.
Well, surprise, I guess.
If I may ask,
I did not ask you.
oh, apologies.
Who's your father?
That was what I was going to ask.
I never met my father.
Did she ever speak of him?
She called him the King in Blue.
The King in Blue. Interesting. Is that all she said?
Yes, she was sparse with the details.
Oh, all right. The King in Blue.
Why do you have such an interest in my mother?
I've known her for quite a while.
Really?
Yes. When I was a tree in the bristlecoat.
Oh, you were a tree.
I was, yes.
I thought you just grew up there.
No, I was a member of the bristlecoat.
Interesting. So how did you know her as a tree?
Well, at night I would bathe in the light that she shone from the sky. And when the forest fell, she was the one who protected me.
Why? What is so special about you?
Your mother and I,
Esper's whole body stiffens.
are in love. Or at least we were. When I was shifted to the material plane, keeping contact became difficult. But I was actually hoping to speak to her tonight.
Well, that is difficult. She's been distant for some time.
There is, yes, the one who destroyed my forest pursues her.
The Gyanza.
Yes, I hate that fucker.
Yes. He is wretched.
He is. He's destroyed the bristlecone to get at me,
Really.
then killed me as a bear, then hunted me when I was human.
Why is he so fixated on you?
I think he thought if he removed me, winning the favor of your mother would be easier.
He's never come after me.
Different kind of love, my boy.
Perhaps he fears your power.
He's right to do so. He kind of smiles.
He is an enemy of ours, so it gladdens us to hear that he is an enemy of yours,
Yes.
esteemed lord.
I've heard there is someone running around in his name starting fires.
Yes, that is who is in the Yasil.
Interesting.
That's correct, right? I didn't.
No, the last time you heard about her, she was in the Heartwood in Wolfar.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the
Like
same.
Yadira is poisoning the Yasiel, and
That's
Ding
what.
Dong is running around.
Sorry, in the Heartwood.
Interesting. Do you have any plans to confront this person?
I have plans to confront Igianza.
Bold of you.
Hopefully with Oakheart in hand.
Well, I guess I'll be watching the competition a little more closely.
That gladdens us.
May we speak privately?
Of course.
Of course. I'll move away.
You say that you and my mother were in love, are in love. When is the last time you spoke with her?
Not long before we reconnected the planes. It has been some time.
Yes. If you speak to her again, let her know I would love to hear from her.
It concerns me that you haven't heard from her.
I haven't heard from her since I was young.
Well, this might be an inappropriate question to ask, but do you age as a mortal or do you age like the elves? It's hard for me to tell how long that's been.
Closer to the elves.
So it's been hundreds of years.
Yes.
If I can offer some consolation, she might be trying to avert Igianza's gaze to you, not draw his attention. He is jealous and quick to destroy. And though you are powerful, he is a god.
Perhaps you're right. I wish you'd have told me. But maybe you're right. Anyway, I should go. I hope you don't die.
I would love to when this is done and I have retrieved Oakheart. Maybe we could spend some time together.
Yes, I guess.
I'd love to see what you do,
Oh,
your dominion.
yes, I oversee the moon glades.
That would be wonderful to behold.
They're lovely this time of year. Anyways, I must go.
Thistle being the dad that stepped up, dude.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, Nash.
Please, Lord Stevene. And he kind of fixes his coat.
Of course, son.
How tall is he?
He's tall. He's about as tall as.
Is he willowy?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he's
Begging
definitely
for guillotine.
more. Yeah.
Begging for a gay date.
Dude,
The son wants the guillotine, dog.
I'll get him to shave. Once he loses the beard, he'll be fine.
Well won.
All right, thank you. Y'all.
What?
I'm a father.
Not well.
What?
What do you mean you're dead?
That's my boy.
Stevene is Vendine's son.
Were you spreading your seed?
Always. But yes,
What?
it's my boy.
Like you're
No.
Okay.
What do you know? It's my boy. It's the son of the woman I love. How is that not my boy?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Oh, yeah. No,
I've always
that's
admired
fine.
how big
Yeah.
your heart is, Thistle.
Yeah, I thought you were saying from like
She's a moon and I'm a tree. How do you think we would have a human boy?
fair.
I don't think he's human, mate.
I mean, humanoid.
Are we shown to our rooms at this
He's not a tree moon.
Royal Guards.
I'm
lead
a
you
real
through.
humanoid boy.
He's like moon on the bottom half and tree on the top.
What do you call that fabulous earth creature that is also your boy?
Oh, Yes, my little elemental earth boy.
Yeah, is that Van Dyne's son as well?
Out here collecting little
No,
boy.
that's my boy and the earth's boy.
But if he's the son of the woman you love, and that
Yes.
makes him your boy,
Yes.
then he is the son of the man that she loves, so it only goes the one way?
Sorry, I'm very confused. What point are you trying
You
to
have a
make
boy
him
that you created,
Yes.
which is... Van Dyne has a boy that she
Yes.
created,
Yes.
which is her boy,
Yes.
and your boy through
Yes.
love and association.
Transitive
You have a
property.
boy that you've created.
Yes.
Is it a
that
transitive
also-
boy to Van Dyne?
If she wanted it to be.
So then, the
They're
Lord of
brothers.
the Moonglade
Yes, they're
and
brothers.
your
My earth boy.
Earth boy are brothers.
Ignatius.
Yes. But
Then that makes your Earth Elemental boy royalty.
it does, but also, whenever I make a little earth boy, they age incredibly quickly. They die after like 8 hours.
They die?
An hour, I thought it was.
They die after an hour.
Do they like age up over the course
I
of
thought
that
it was
time?
like
No,
Johnny, where they
they
like.
come out made and then die the same way.
Is Johnny your boy?
No, Johnny's an associate.
Oh, okay.
Johnny works.
I'm gonna
for
go to
me.
bed.
You get shown to individual rooms. You each have your own individual room.
Beautiful.
They are gorgeous. The beds are soft. The sheets are silk. It's incredible. They each have a bath as well that's been run for you.
Esper sleeps for sure on the floor. He like lays on the bed and
He
he's like,
hates
God,
it.
it's so soft. And he goes on the floor.
I hate to slow things down because I'm dying to get to this challenge, but I do need to do two things. Firstly, I want to just, is there a window in this room?
Yes.
Is there a moon?
There is no moon this evening.
I would still like to try. I'm going to cast divination.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can reach out to Van Dyne and see if I can get contact.
All right. You kind of extend that sort of divine sense out, trying to reach out to Van Dyne, and you see a very faint, almost ethereal moth kind of floating down. As it lands on the ledge, it kind of transforms into the shape of a woman. And you see she's quite translucent. You're here.
I've come home. What is going on? You seem very distant.
I am. I'm here. But Igyanza is. I'm afraid of showing too much of myself. I know you're getting close to what you seek.
Yes.
When you get it, I will be there.
All right.
And you watch as she takes
Wait.
kind of a scarf from around her ethereal form. She kind of shakes it out, and this sort of shimmer of moonlight comes around. She wraps it around your shoulders. I don't have much time, but I have a bit of time.
I met our boy.
It's a booth laugh.
That was a boot snort.
Snort.
That was a boot snort.
The-
Boot snort was
fall.
good, dude.
He seems really lovely.
I'm sorry I never said anything.
Oh no, that's all right.
It was before I met you.
It's not a problem at all.
Stepping up.
He misses you. He says it's been a long time since he's heard from you. And I try to tell him that it's probably because you're trying to keep him safe.
Yes.
But I think he is still hurt. Is there something I can tell him to bolster his spirits?
Tell him that I love him and that I have been watching, even if I can't speak. I have been keeping an eye on him. You're right. I fear for what could happen if Igyanza knew of his existence.
He didn't handle it well when he found out about me, so I can only imagine how he would feel about you having a son.
And I don't want to bring any harm to the people of Illume. I know that if you can claim Okard, I think you have a chance at stopping Nigyanza and freeing me from this curse.
I will do it. But is there anything you can tell me about what we face? Why was the sword hidden away?
It was hidden after Theomir was killed, or believed to be killed. He was spared by the heart, but the sword is a symbol of binding of the three woods. And when the Trigon was so badly damaged, the symbol hid itself away until such a time that it could be knit back together. And I believe that time has come. But remember this. The Warden, the Wardens of the Trigon, never walked alone.
I'll need to deputize some of my fellow party members. Is that what you...
You'll understand when the time is right. She leans in to kiss you.
And I just kind of hold her for as long as I can.
Yeah. As you feel, after a little while, she sort of fades to moon dust.
I'm very sorry, gang. There's one more thing I have to do.
Do you think we're in your house? We're
Okay.
in your house. You do your thing.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna knock on Miri's door.
Miri is lying awake in bed with her eyes open, staring at the ceiling, and so she immediately pops in and goes, "What?
I need your help.
Oh, yeah.
We have to be quick.
Okay, what?
We need a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. What,
Right.
what are we doing?
Come with me.
And I want to go down. Is there gardens in the
Oh, yeah.
house? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll run down
Tons
the
of
gardens.
What I'm about to try
Okay.
is very dangerous,
Okay.
but I'm learning. You're going to be my spotter.
Okay.
All right.
How? Wait. Sorry. Quick.
Yes.
How? Like death dangerous or injury dangerous?
No idea.
Okay, I can do death danger. Well, I can put. I can. Okay. Sounds good. Just please don't die.
I can't.
I'm gonna sit down, cross-legged, crisscross applesauce, and I'm going to ritually cast Commune with Nature.
Cool.
And as the spell is about to take effect, I'm gonna pour some chlorophyll into my eyes.
How many drops?
How many did he say was a normal dose?
About one drop is a normal dose, either in the eye or the ear.
And how many doses do I have?
About 4.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow!
Basically, what I'm hoping to do is because it connects you with the forest. I'm hoping that in combination with Commune with Nature, that I will like supercharge the spell and get like a network idea of like what we're about to face.
Okay.
No, I'll do 2 drops.
You already said 4.
Yeah, you said
Once laid, once played, baby.
So,
Yeah, last time you guys did this, I died in lava. So just canonically,
There's the Visine.
So I know we were gonna go get the oak heart, but the guy we were getting it for just kind of died in the night.
He's a tree outside now. Sorry.
I'm gonna connect with nature because I wanna commune with nature doesn't give me a wide enough range to map, like it's not close enough to the thing. But if I supercharge it with some chlorophyll, which is basically my blood.
I was gonna say he used to only.
I
he
used to basically
produce,
be chlorophyll.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe a different substance that they're just using a similar name to.
But it's
possible.
Listen, whose side are you on?
Miri's eyes get wider and wider and wider
Yeah.
as you're putting more and more drops.
Similar to like Special K isn't
seriously?
the cereal.
Wait, what? Oh, that explains my weird breakfast.
All right, so I'm gonna have you make a Constitution saving throw. It's gonna be a disadvantage because you took so many.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
You got this.
Does he have to roll 4 times?
No. Just once.
Yikes,
All right.
dude.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
I'm gonna cast Bless on.
It's probably a good idea.
Be concentrating on bless. Bless concentration.
Bless is concentration. Yes.
Why do I think
If you have resistance, cast it on yourself as well.
I don't think I can. It's too late for me
And
to.
he's already cast.
That's true.
He's casting as well.
Oh, you get blessed. That's a D4.
Yeah, it's a D4.
That'll balance it out.
I thought I had advantage on con saves with something like this, but I can't.
Maybe back when you were a plant person.
All right, let's hope for a good roll, y'all.
Oh god, I can't look.
Hey, that's not terrible.
That's a 4-2 on the guidance.
That's a 4 and a 14 plus
This is
10.
disadvantage. 4 and an 8.
Oh, it's the 8. 12 plus 10. 22.
Damn!
Okay.
Okay. You do succeed.
By how much did I succeed?
2.
Oh my god.
But you feel yourself
That bless?
That bless.
Really fucking came in clutch.
as you are kind of doing it. You just lie back naturally into the grass and the flowers around you, and you feel this incredible sense of euphoria wave over you as you see all of the plants around you almost as just visible energy. And you can see yourself in this sort of visible fey energy. And you can see where the edges of yourself start to knit into the edges of the things around you. And there's a sense where you start to lose where you start and end, and where the nature around you starts and ends as you become one with this fabric of the Feywild.
And I would argue that part of the reason that he can do it successfully is because that was a state that he was very mentally accustomed to.
It is similar.
Because the trees were separate, but the roots were so intertwined that it was hard to differentiate where you started and another one ended. So it's not a feeling that is.
No, and that's why there is this euphoria with it. It is a calming, joyous feeling as opposed to something overwhelming and scary. And it does take you back to a different time and chapter in your life. And you start to feel that unspoken communication moving through you from all of the chatter that happens between these plants, all the nonverbal communication that exists that you have an understanding of because of your time as a tree that is hard to put into words for those around you. As you sink farther and farther, feeling this network absorb you in a way.
So the spell gives me knowledge of the land within 3 miles of me, and this is unboosted. So
you see the kind of vastness of Illume. You start to kind of push beyond that. You know that you would have picked up this information a little bit. They haven't told you, but it's somewhere to the east is where the Gauntlet starts. They haven't given you the specific location yet, but you start to reach out, and you do start to see the edges of an area of these. It becomes this sort of visual mosaic. It's not necessarily concrete in landscapes and things like that. This becomes much more interpretive as you start to see the kind of outer edges of this tangle of roots bending over each other, entering and exiting through each other. It does become this sort of mind-bending tangle of sorts that is different than the land around it, where you get the sense that like this bit of the Feywild operates in their sort of demi-planes working through each other, which is something you're somewhat familiar with Hop's Gulch, where there is these pockets of sort of demi-planes. So it seems like whatever you're entering into may not be a linear kind of thing, but rather there could be a series of portals to different sections. They are all interconnected like a tangle of roots, but not necessarily in a linear way.
And not necessarily on this plane.
Some of it is, some of it isn't. You can see how it sort of weaves through that kind of Feywild plane.
Okay.
This lasts for about 10 minutes. You watch him physically sink into the ground.
Try to.
He's not fully submerged, but he does the grass grows up around him.
Okay. Stay close.
As you kind of come to, you feel the earth kind of holding you, and you are somewhat buried. And you gain a permanent +2 to all nature checks.
Permanently forever?
Permanently forever.
What?
Y'all.
Whoa.
Hey, next time you do drugs, bring Esper along, because he adds a flat +4 to all saves.
Where's my... Oh, I didn't know that. I brought the Cleric in case I died.
dope.
That makes my nature +11.
Bring us both.
Yeah, bring us both, maybe. That's amazing.
All right. Thank you for being here with me.
You're welcome. Thank you for actually coming to get me. I appreciate that. You were not doing this on your own. Looks like you still got grass growing out of you, I think it looks like. That's a
Or in me is hard to tell.
Oh, that sounds itchy.
Yes. Unbelievably so.
Okay, did you get what you wanted from that experience?
Sort of.
Okay.
I couldn't exactly see what we're going to face, but I feel like it's sort of like a dream. I'll know it when we're in the right place. I'll know we're in the right place, but I might not be able to recall it before we're there.
If anyone knows dreams, it's you, so.
And Mal. Anyways.
What? Okay.
Thank you for keeping me safe.
Welcome. Should we head back to
bed?
Sorry. As we go back upstairs, Mary would hang back a little bit to let Thistle kind of go ahead and just kind of hang back until he went into his room.
Yep.
And then would stand outside Mark's room, just staring at the door for a moment. And then
I think as you're standing there, you would see Shy quietly walk out,
No one knows how to go to bed.
look at the hallway, and see you there, and be like, Miri,
what the what? Oh, hey.
if you're gonna go, go. Look, I can't, so you gotta, okay?
Okay, we're coming back to that later. Okay?
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I will go. I will do it.
Okay.
You keep watching me? Mm-hmm. Okay. You see Mary do do something that looks like she's doing magic, and you would get a sending that says you up. Mary's still standing there.
Yes, where are you?
Yeah, you get
And Shy's just like watching Miri, making sure she.
outside your bedroom. And then I turn to Shy. I don't want to be rude.
You can also just knock.
I'm basically doing that.
I'm not here to knock your process.
Okay. So,
Okay, 2 seconds. You see Mark come down the hall from the direction of your room.
As I hear that coming down the hall, Shy just ducks in the door, and I close it. And I'm fine. Look, I'm here to matchmake everyone, okay?
hey.
Where were you?
Before this or right now? Where was I? Past
Yeah.
tense. I was outdoors with Thistle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he went into the ground a little bit and then came out of the ground.
Okay, cool. I was just gonna wait for you.
Yeah, do you wanna go make the room darker?
Yeah. Yes. Is that a euphemism, or do you have like,
No, I
do you
literally.
have something that like
I don't know,
that's glow in the dark that you wanna?
Well, we could literally make. I was trying to call back to when we made
Good,
the
it's
room
called
dark.
back.
Yeah. You wanna go?
Please come on in.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Your place or mine? Yours.
I guess we're already here.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
right here. Okay. What were you up to? What were you thinking?
Why? I was just like, I don't have any more book, and so I was like, I don't want to go to bed. And then I was like, well, what do I want to do? I was like, oh well, I'd like to talk to Miri. And so I went over, and you weren't there, and I'm like, well. And then I was sort of thinking about what to do next, and I guess I was there for a while, and now we're here.
Yeah, we were out there for a while. I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
What did you? I am up, as per your request. So.
It was a question. I didn't say get up. You know, it's a question.
You're right.
Are you already up?
Yep.
Present tense.
Yeah. So what can I do for you?
You fill my work.
You both are getting under the table.
Good. That's where you belong.
I've been thinking about everything we were talking about the other night. And I thought we did a pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool in the court when we kind of did a little move together.
Yes.
I thought that was really fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked that, and I want to do more of that.
Okay.
And also, I feel like I don't know what's in my own mind sometimes. Like, do you ever feel you have trouble knowing what you want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why. It feels sometimes like everyone else knows what they want. And then I think about what I want, and I'm like, how do you know what you want? Do you know?
No, I do. I think I have a really hard time. People say, trust your gut.
Yeah.
I, maybe more than ever, have a really hard time knowing what comes from, I guess, here and not someone else.
Right.
Or somewhere else, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's, I think, similar to how I feel too. It feels like everything's filtered and like some of it's me filtering it.
Yeah.
I feel like that not knowing what I want extends to not knowing everything about. I don't have a lot of. We've talked about this. I don't need to tread this ground again. We both understand, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I had an idea, and you can totally say no to it, and I won't be upset at all. But I have an idea, which is I know we both have that spell we're able to do where you can change the memory in somebody else's mind of what happened, a little bit in the past. And I've done it before to other people, and I've seen you do it, and I know we sort of describe very loosely what we want, and then that person sort of fills in the blanks in their own mind, and I think that process happens kind of automatically, and maybe skips some of those filters. And so, what I was wondering if you would cast Modify Memory on me and tell me about that we had some time together, just us, earlier, and then I can find out what I wanted to have happen in that time.
Yeah.
Is that stupid?
I think that's actually kind of genius. That's really smart, actually.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. I guess get comfortable.
Great. I'll sit like on the sort of side of the bed, just.
Okay. I'll sit sort of next to you. Okay.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, I'm nervous. I've never had to do this when it wasn't like tricking someone into letting prisoners go.
Yeah. I'm sweating.
I haven't thought of making this like a good thing.
Okay. Well, maybe it won't be. Who knows?
Okay.
Let's try it.
All right. I actually don't have to make contact, so.
You can if you want. It's
Okay.
fine. We'll maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Cast. I will cast fucking Modify Memory at 5th level, in which I just erased the more awkward bits of all the, so here I am. Like that whole 10-minute section, we're gonna smooth that whole bit over, because it's 10 minutes that we get to recreate. Okay. So, tonight, you messaged me, and I came to this room very goodly. It was good. And we went into this room, and it was good. And then, we did stuff, and it was good. In fact, it was ideal. Yes, it was a very good time. The thing that we did, I think. And it was nice and good and exactly what you wanted. Finn. How was that for you?
So whoa, that's weird. I don't know what, you only changed one thing, right?
How's this evening gone for you, I guess would be a better way to say it. Because I suppose from your perspective, nothing's changed.
That's why I'm trying to figure out.
How's this evening gone? Walk me through it.
Okay, so I got back from...
After the Thistle thing.
Yeah.
You sent me the message.
Yeah, so I sent you the message. You came around the corner. You very confidently opened the door to the room. We walked right in.
Nice.
We sat down where we are right now, and we talked just a little bit. I told you what happened with the Thistle stuff, and I even though I thought I was going to be really anxious and kind of stammering through it, I also was very confident, and it was just it was smooth and weirdly we were both just I don't know, I felt like we were both really able to get our words out really coherently and eloquently, and we sat here and chatted for a little bit, and then we held hands, but not sideways handshake style, teeth style, I learned about, and we did that while we talked, and it wasn't about the hand holding, but it felt nice, and it made the talking even better, and then we kissed on the mouth twice, and then we kept talking, and then we kissed one more time, so that's 3 times total, and then we let go of our hands teeth style, and then we tried sideways handshake style, and then we laughed about how it felt more sort of one thing and less another thing. And then we stopped that, and then we went back to teeth, and then we stopped, and then we've just been talking since then. And I don't know what of that is new.
Do you want to do the teeth style thing again?
Yeah. How does that feel?
Feels kind of nice.
Cool. How are you doing? I still don't know what you added and what happened.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think this is good. This is good.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun.
Cool.
Thanks for doing that.
Thanks for asking.
Anytime.
Okay.
I'm trying to ask for things I want, which requires me to figure out what they are, and I guess I have to start by figuring out what I want, by asking you to help me figure out what they are. But I think maybe I'll get better at it.
I think this is a great start.
You're smiling big.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Do you want to make it really dark, and then we can talk for Okay. And I think we talk.
Okay.
We swipe from black.
Okay.
Yep. And we go to sleep.
Do you smooch again?
No.
You don't know. Did we smooch? Gary doesn't even know.
I mean, in Miri's recollection, yes. 3 times.
I think
3
for the
times.
record, I just didn't want to clarify that. If you want to be filled in, like, on what was or wasn't, like, if you press for it, Mark will clarify that.
Miri didn't ask. She just said, I don't know
Yeah.
what was real and what wasn't.
And that's kind of nice.
How is that more awkward than just like a regular romance?
I
role
love
play?
it. I love it so much. Oh, my chat water. I feel
All right, you all go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Great.
Oh, sorry, no, wait. So Esper
You want to visit your brother?
has been asleep for about 2 hours at this point. Fully asleep. Ready for the next day.
You all come to with a kind of soft knocking on your door as servants kind of deliver breakfast to your room, tea and coffee and things like that. And you are also, there's a little note on it you're invited down to the sitting room to meet with the queen before things kick off.
Shy, finding the note, would make sure she was entirely kitted up, ready to go. And I think I would just kind of, maybe hoping that I could catch the queen first, but if not, that would be fine. Just jog down to this.
Okay.
Esper would be for sure up early because he went to bed before everyone else.
So responsible.
He got his 8 hours in well before anyone else.
He took a long rest and then a short rest. All right, you head down. You arrive just a little bit before everybody else, and you see the queen is there with a cup of tea.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say I'm very gracious for your offer of being our patron.
Well, it was hard to refuse. I mean, you seemed like the natural choice. You all seem quite capable.
We try. Do you mind if I ask something?
Of course.
Do you have a connection to water in some way? I only ask because of the gift and the way your dress looks.
Yes, I do. My father was the River King.
Oh,
And my mother was a sea witch.
my mother has also been called a sea witch from time to time, so
Good company, I suppose.
yeah, she's originally from Elucia.
Ah,
Yeah,
it is a beautiful place.
I've never been.
Ah, you really must go.
So I have been hearing. I think that's when the moon blew up. My mama drew a lot of her magic from the moon,
Ah,
and when it exploded, I kind of lost a bit of mine. I think.
what a shame.
Well, it was necessary, I think, and I'm not angry about it. My mama doesn't have any of her magic anymore right now.
Well, I'm sorry.
I don't think she is, if that's any consolation.
That's good. That's good. Well, if you would like magic, we could enter into a kind of pact, if you would like. I can share a bit of my magic with you. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No, that's just so incredibly kind. That's incredibly kind of you, and I thank you for the offer. I will have to think about that.
Of course.
It's interesting. My mama's always been the most magic person I've ever known, and I remember being a little one and watching her work and wondering why I didn't get any of that. So to have the offer of magic put in front of me so easy is a bit whiplash, if you. So, but I will think about it.
It is yours to take if you like.
Thank you for the offer. I'm very appreciative, Queen Mysteria. Thank you.
I try to be a generous patron.
Very much. You've known me all of the day, and here you are offering me. So, well, the magic I have comes when I hit really hard, so that's about it.
Exciting.
Well, you'll have to watch when we do the
I will be keeping an eye.
Thank you.
Morning, Your Highness.
Ah, good morning. Welcome. And you all kind of trickle in about the same time.
Hello.
Hello.
Please take a seat. Take a seat. I will give you the first bit of the gauntlet, the clue as to where it begins. It does shift at times, as all things here in the Feywild do. Nothing ever stays in the same place for too long. But the entrance to the gauntlet is hidden somewhere in the Inkwood Valley.
Inkwood Valley.
It's about a day's journey east. In years previous, it's either been right at the entrance of the valley or a little ways in. That's usually been pretty consistent. It's nestled between two large mountain ranges that are quite heavily forested. And a small river snakes through the valley with dark, inky water. It's hard to miss. The trees themselves in the valley have taken on a kind of midnight blue color as a result. It's there you should find the first runestone. The runestones will be your guides through the gauntlet. Look at those for clues as to how to access the next trial.
Is this both a timed event and also a completion event?
We've never set a time limit on it, but I believe the gauntlet, some of the trials have their own internal time limit, if that makes sense.
It does, thank you.
I can't say for sure which, but from things we've heard from past participants. But as I said, it seems that each gauntlet is slightly unique. They're never the same twice.
The Whisperwood, the Red Wilds, and then the first Pine Grove.
Yes.
Once those are completed, we will
You
find it
should find yourself at the vault.
at the Epima Vault. Okay. And we heard a rumor or a discussion that the last time an adventuring party found the Epima Vault, they met ends at the hands of each other.
Yes, it was most grisly. We have ways of looking in on the gauntlet in a way, and it was quite disastrous. But I suspect that there was interference from some of the barons and baronesses of the Padrima court
Oh,
that perhaps drove a wedge between that particular team.
I understand.
They were not invited to that particular gauntlet. And I think the Butcher Prince,
Butcher.
the Witch Queen of Delvie, took umbrage.
Sorry, one more time. These are fantastic. It's the Butcher Prince and
Butcher
the
Prince.
Witch Queen of Delvie.
Yeah. They'll be sending representatives. I just got word this morning of the team they've fielded.
Should we be worried?
Yes, always. They are cunning, and because they're each sending only one representative, each of them should be fairly formidable.
So it's one team based on, and with each of the members of the Court of Padrima nominating one member to.
There's 4 of them. The Tsarina didn't send a representative.
Zarina is the top one, right? Yeah.
Which is interesting, but
But that means they won't necessarily be playing together as a team. They're all individuals.
perhaps. There'll be 4 of them.
Okay. This is helpful. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Of course.
That bowl that Mary mentioned yesterday,
Sorry, it was sticking out.
Oh.
Didn't want it to come up.
even if it isn't given to us, if we could make use of it for the morning, it would greatly benefit our
I
journey.
understand what the objective is with the bowl, and unfortunately I would be remiss to give you such a leg up at this junction. It would not look good.
What if we were to buy the bowl?
Ooh.
It's not a leg up.
I fear at this juncture it would have a similar effect. It would be hard to avoid the rumors, you know.
Sounds like future junctures that are
Understood.
pre the last juncture might still be a possibility, though, yes?
Yes. Perhaps you may come across something along the way.
Certainly, it wouldn't have anything to do with you if we found a bowl
of course
in our travels.
No, of course not. There are
Of course.
many trinkets and treasures across the
Strewn
Feywild.
through the land.
Exactly.
Speaking of trinkets, the boon you offered yesterday of breathing water, we have devices that allow us to do that. Though it would be, as the person here who can breathe water all the time, it is always great to know my companions can do the same.
Could you enhance our ability to move through water?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
That's much better.
Yes, I can do that. I can grant you a swifter speed in the water.
That is
Much
much
appreciated.
appreciated.
Effectively, all of you will be able to swim your walking speed.
Welcome to the club,
An
friends.
attack without
Amazing.
disadvantage.
And does that affect my wolf? That is still here. The duration is instantaneous, so that until that wolf dies, it's around.
Yeah.
Sick one. I have a swimming wolf.
Do you have
Mate, what do you call your wolf?
Wolf.
Great.
Wolf.
Thank you for bestowing this boon upon us and to our cool wolf, our shadow wolf.
we're to make our way to the edge of the valley on foot, or is that
Yes, you'll all start at the same time.
understood?
There'll be a bit of a to-do.
Let's to do it then. Let's go.
Yes, we'll be heading down. It should kick off in about an hour.
Perfect.
So it'll be just outside the palace. You'll be escorted down at the time. And I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
If that sword does exist, we'll find it.
I hope it does.
It does.
Good.
She would take her leave, I'm assuming. We have kind of the hall to ourselves, I'm saying.
The sitting room.
Something I want us to... We've had these conversations before about what kind of people we are when we go into things like this. And I think we need to be very upfront if we're going to kill anybody during this thing.
We're not killing brute force, are we?
That's the thing, right? Like, if we're going in, then we need to know exactly who we are going into this
No,
thing.
we're not killing the other bloody adventurers, no.
I don't want to, but I'm just making sure we're all on the same page about it.
I think it's a good thing to talk about, like hypothetical situation. One of these, like the Butcher Prince sends a butcher boy to butcher us.
Yeah, if
How
they're...
do we determine, right?
Here's my reasoning. If it feels like they are trying to knock us out, I will do the same. If it feels like they're trying to put us in the ground, I will do the same.
I think that's fair.
So we don't use lethal force before we believe it's being used on us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thistle, how do you feel about that? Thistle,
Thistle.
Thistle, you're not going to use lethal force on brute force, are you? You did a good wrestle with them.
I don't want to.
What about the Magnolia Men? Are you going to do that?
Marauders.
That's the one.
I don't want to.
Then it's not going to be your first course of action.
If they stand between me and the sword.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what we're talking
The
about.
only team that I refuse to deal lethal force to is the Nard Guard. We've met Nard. We know he's an honorable man. And I trust him with my life.
Sorry, we are going to use lethal
Yeah,
force
I don't
against
feel like
Nord,
you've
or we're
answered
not?
Shy's question.
That
Okay.
we're not going to use lethal force
they-
against.
If they stand between me and the sword, I will do what I need to get the sword.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But that's just Thistle, and everyone else does not feel that way, or we do?
Look, if we get to a point where we're at the Piney Vault and there's somebody standing between us and Thistle and the sword, I'm going to do everything I can to remove those people from the playing field without killing them.
Yes.
I don't care how I have to do that so that we don't have to kill anyone in that venture. I feel like if there's going to be some fuckery going on around there where people are going to try and get us to kill each other, I will say, of all of you, I am likely the one to get put under that charm.
Stay close to me.
Okay. Yep. I
Good.
can do that.
All right.
Also, I know we have like an hour, but and I don't mean to sound like a repeat broken jeweler, but we are out of diamonds.
Diamonds.
And do we have enough party funds to get
You
some?
there,
Should we do
obsequious servant.
Yes?
Oh, that's obsequious.
Where can we score some diamonds?
Oh, diamonds. Quite rare.
We'll
Very
pay for
rare
them.
Stone. Oh, well, that's
Are-
good.
Do you have any information if diamonds are provided, at least a set to the team while they're out on the gauntlet?
No. The patrons just provide a boon.
Can we buy any diamonds from the treasury?
Oh, no, not from the palace, no.
Can we buy any diamonds in town?
It's unlikely, they're very rare, you see. Okay. You could try.
Can I buy any diamonds from you?
Ooh. He looks around. How much money do you have?
Mate.
300 gold.
We need.
I could
300 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? The rarity of the diamonds inflates the cost, which is the only aspect that they measure. So in some places you can use really small carat diamonds because the cost of them is higher in those places. Then you travel to a place where there's diamonds aplenty. That diamond no good.
The
No.
exchange rate is not big.
If this guy rips us off and charges us $300
It
gold
still
for
works.
diamonds,
We'll give you 300 gold pieces for any diamonds.
Any number of diamonds more than 0.
The diamonds that I'm willing to part with, I don't think they're worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh,
and I'll
you just
sell them
fucked
to you
us.
for 300 gold pieces.
fucked us.
Wait, we can fix this.
Can't inflate wealth on something.
are you
No,
gonna
but-
modify? I think save your spell slot.
Yeah, save your
Hey.
spell slots. No, don't
No,
do
save
it.
your
It's not
spell
gonna
slots,
work.
save your
Tim won't
spell
allow it.
slots.
Just here's the thing. We want 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
I have that on me, but it's going to cost you a little more than 300 gold pieces, if you understand, my friend.
We will give you 400 gold for them.
I'm thinking closer to 5.
But what if we give you 300 gold and you give us however many diamonds you think that's worth?
I see the game you're trying to play.
My friend, think of it like a wager.
No, wait, this is perfect. 500 gold pieces. Actually, 600 gold pieces.
That's what you're going to pay me. That's not what the good.
Damn it!
No,
You're in the Feywild, my friend.
they're worth
You
whatever
cannot
we
trick
pay.
me so easily.
Do you
My
want
friend.
600 gold pieces or what?
My friend, we will pay you 400 for 300 gold worth of diamonds. And when we succeed in our trials, which we will, you will have the favor of the winning team.
What does that carry?
Kiss on the mouth.
What does favor?
Kiss on the mouth. Done.
We will.
I didn't say from who.
Listen,
You don't know who this motherfucker is.
God damn!
That out here promising
we're locked
kisses?
into that now. We're locked
I
into
guess
that.
Someone
I.
is.
Miri visibly reacts to that too. There's like a whoa.
A kiss on the mouth from one of you.
No,
Very well.
That wasn't part of it. You already said yes.
Then I guess I won't give you the diamonds.
You already made a deal.
I want a kiss
You will get a kiss on the
from
mouth.
one of you.
You'll remember
That's
you
not
had
part
One of you.
You already made a deal.
You'll remember.
Fuck's sake.
You will
I'm gonna
have it.
step forward and I'm gonna grab him by the face and kiss him on the mouth. I'm gonna dip
pay up
him.
front.
Give
I'll
us our
fucking
diamonds.
dip him into a kiss.
Let's go. Diamonds.
He swoons. And yes, he gives
Get
you.
his fucking diamonds.
He gives you his diamond earrings.
Which are worth
300 gold.
100
We
gold.
paid 400.
How much did you pay for them?
400.
Okay, I have that from party funds.
Great, thank you everyone. What's
Look,
one revisit?
You start to hear the fanfare outside.
Oh fuck! That took 48 minutes.
It was a long kiss.
No wonder he swooned. He ran out of air.
He reached out into the time distortion of the Fae and brought a little bit of it back just around him and
Just stay here forever.
As you step out onto the front of the palace grounds, you see the kind of parade grounds. A huge crowd is assembled for this. All manner of folk from Illume have come out to see this. It's a huge, it's wild to see how much has been set up overnight
I was gonna
for this
say.
celebration. It's like people have gone all out. There's banners. You can see with each team name, people have just chosen a team that they associate themselves with, and you can see they painted themselves up in those colors.
You got Best Wishes fans?
Oh yeah. There's people cheering and things like that. As the
Anyone in
teams,
cosplay?
they haven't seen you yet.
Thistle is waving as he walks.
Oh, that's the best kind of cosplay. It's fucking
guessing.
speculative cosplay.
yeah, exactly. Very based on your names alone.
Yeah.
You see one person just dressed up like a thistle plant.
One person in deep cloaks and a covered face, and they're like, "Because I'm shy."
But it is quite a fanfare, the big crowd, big eruption of sound. And you can see there's sort of podiums with the other teams as they're arriving with their corresponding patrons. And you see, for the first time, you get a glimpse at some of the other teams. So you see the Magnolia Marauders there as they kind of wave to you and smile. and there's kind of an acknowledgement of like, here we go, like friendly competition. Same with the brute force. You see them, same kind of thing. It's like there's an acknowledgement of sort of friendly competition. You see the Nard Guard.
No.
Yes!
As you see, Nard is there. It looks like he's been given a set of armor
Unwillingly.
that is too big for him, and also in parts too small. As Lord Reyno is standing there waving, you see Zane Timbers, and he's like, he's eyes on you, Mark. He is like, and you can make out something on his forehead.
No.
You can see there is like a faint, almost like a faded temporary tattoo.
Zane, good to see you.
Good to see you, Mark. I can go right back. I'm in your head.
What's going on in your noodle there?
I think you know, Mark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do I know?
I've been
Sorry,
looking-
I've forgotten,
I've been
or
looking
have
for
I?
Harkoon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you found him?
No, but I'm getting closer.
Oh, yeah? Are you?
Yeah.
What do you think he is?
Well, I went to Skalarn.
Oh, so you're like following our footsteps?
That's where I started.
Sloppy seconds, nice.
But it's okay.
Getting closer.
I found another spot that you don't know about yet.
Do I? You've already invited me into your head.
You would have gone there already.
Would I have?
Mm,
I'm not sure we have the same relationship with Harkoon.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we will. Kisses.
This chucklefuck has Harkoon the Living Memory as a word that he knows to say.
God.
It really concerns me.
Standing there staring at each other while talking.
You see Jackson.
Oh my
Yes!
He is like really eating it up with the crowd. He is like, he's kissing hands. He's like a darling. And you see Dreve. Hail and well met. You see he's got Pouchy. Nard found me. I followed Pooch to Skalarn.
Wow.
It's like yelling over the crowd. Not a lot of Dreve fans.
So Dreve is who again?
Oozy,
Oh,
He's an oozy wizard.
A problematic oozy wizard.
He's very problematic.
Yuck, dude.
So we've got Nard is a fighter adjacent rogue, Jackson is rogue adjacent, Zane is some form of caster, and Dreve is a problematic wizard.
I think.
Do we have a fifth member?
No, it's just
Zane-
the four of them.
Zane is probably a warlock.
Zane is definitely the face, so.
And then you get a glimpse for the first time of Artemis Khan.
First and last time.
You see she is a tall, kind of darker skinned elf. You see she has a cloak similar to the Lord of the Hunt, kind of pulled up, so you only kind of get the profile of her face, quite angular. She carries a long bow on her back, and you can see she has a long sword at her side. And next to her, kind of sitting quite attentively, is a fairly large jaguar.
Cool.
It's giant. Comes up almost to her shoulder. And she's probably 7.5 feet tall. And yeah, she's alone.
Is she
And
hot?
oh yeah, she's gorgeous. She's older. She looks older too. You can see, like, even for an elf, you can see some of the crow's feet.
She's a grandma that's keeping it tight.
Like that.
Like I said that.
That's a nut book.
And you also see on the final
like
podium, you can see four participants, and you also see their patrons are there as well. Behind them, you can see there is this kind of long black carriage, and there is you see four. There's the Butcher Prince, who you assume to be the Butcher Prince. You can see a almost like a tall, kind of gangly figure. You can see he's wearing one of those like jester, like a jester outfit with the kind of bells that come down. But it's just that part on like a black cloak, and you can see kind of like sharp teeth. And is wearing like this kind of red cap, like this kind of skull cap almost. You can see kind of high pointed ears, and is just kind of grinning. And you can see like is holding a fairly large scythe at their side.
That's
Oh,
his,
this is
that's
the,
his
like-
champion.
This is the
No, this is the guy. That's the Baron.
version of red caps.
You see the guy in front of him is a red
red
cap.
cap,
Yeah, it's
okay.
long kind of hair, very like gangly and short, carrying not a very tall figure, like probably, just over 3 feet tall. But again, like big sharp teeth, wide mouth, very big scythe for this little fella. Oh, like at least double his size, maybe triple.
Jesus.
But he seems to be able to wield it with ease. Then you see who you assume to be the witch queen of Delvey, a beautiful red-haired woman. You can see has quite intricate tattoos on her face. She's wearing kind of a simple green woven robe.
I'm getting Boudica vibes.
Very much so.
Cool.
Very much so. And in front of her is I would say probably about a medium height, what appears to be a hag. You can see quite strong kind of crone features. And she's wearing a beautiful outfit, but her hair is quite scraggly, and she has this kind of gnarled staff with her, and just like very large, kind of greenish eyes that are just a little oversized for her face. You see the Lady of Devilry, a very short woman. You can see has a big, $10,000 smile. Very done up, like almost overly so. Like makeup is extreme, kind of powdered face.
French court, but scary.
Very much. You can see the like.
Also looking for a guillotine.
As you can see her, like at the edges of her smile, you can see her gums are quite red, and like there's almost like the faintest bit of blood on her teeth. It almost looks like.
She's so scary.
Oh.
As she's kind of fanning herself as well. Those of you with a high enough passive perception, which is probably
19,
you,
yeah.
you can see on the other side of her fan, closest to her, there is like a long blade that is hidden just behind her fan that she's kind of moving back and forth. And you see the final, the one in front of her is. You see an average height, looks like a humanoid, but quite blue in feature, kind of pale blue, bluish, almost icy like hair, kind of pointed ears, very finely dressed as well. Similar coat to the Moonlit Prince, slightly different style, but done up in a similar way.
Genasi? Are we getting Genasi vibes?
You're not sure. Doesn't look like anyone you've ever seen before. And he's kind of spinning. You see he's spinning like a blade on his fingers that looks to be made out of ice.
So this wouldn't happen to be the Midnight Man, or what was it that?
The King in Blue?
No. No, this is her champion. And then finally you see the Lord of the Mount. Or you hear some of them refer to him as the Umbral Cavalier. A very imposing armored figure. You can see kind of like decked out in this like dark wood armor from head to toe, is standing next to a massive horse that is like covered in moss and like quite muscular. And similarly armored in wood, that kind of same dark wood, and you can see he's holding a fairly imposing lance, kind of at his side, and you can't see his face; it's totally covered. And the one standing in front of him, similarly armored, you can see a kind of broad-shouldered, shorter than he is, but similarly, and also has a similar horse. Very like. They look quite similar. His champion, though, is...
It was like knights of the same order.
But you can see that his champion's hair is kind of peeking out from beneath, and you can see this kind of like bright kind of brown hair underneath that's sort of braided with beads and things like that.
And so there's the Magnolia Marauders, there's the Nard Guard, Artemis Khan, Brute Force, the team from the Padrima Court.
The team from the Padrima Court, you hear their name announced as Calamity Rain.
Patrine Dream. Let's go.
Calamity Rain. Oh, we love that. Reign?
Yeah.
No. All right.
As you hear the kind of like, as you're sort of all assembled there, the queen kind of steps forward. Well, let the gauntlet begin! And she blows the horn, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We are going to take a tight 10-minute break, and then the Warden's Gauntlet begins. So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a beverage, and we'll see you soon for part 2.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
What?
Okay. Bye!
Bye!
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find 2 mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian, and I'm not the God-Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight, and I am not the God-Killer. Not yet.
This BlackwaterDnD podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God-Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
There we go.
All
We're back.
right. So, you head out as the road out to the eastern gate kind of opens up. As people kind of move across and the gates open up, you see into the kind of expanse beyond. There is a large grassland, and then you can see sort of forest in the distance as you head out of the city with the other teams.
I mount up.
Yeah. You see some of the teams are mounted up. You see the Calamity Rain. Some of them are mounted up, but you watch as the small one and the one with the ice knife get turned into cheetahs, basically. You watch as the hag kind of moves her hands as they sort of take an animalistic form, and they all start heading out.
Can I would it be? Can your mount
Dashel
carry,
Swift blows by.
Can your mount carry one?
Carrying
or
the
could
other
it carry
two.
Me as well.
Oh, fuck.
No, I probably could carry you. Pretty small.
Okay, so can we get?
The bears are just
wasn't gonna
running.
get ahead.
Brute force is just running.
Is it?
I
The
know, but I
Nardguard
wanna
is
get ahead
walking.
of the
Is it a
rest of these.
race? Is it a race to the?
It seems like you're not sure. It's about a day's. It's about a day's travel to where the valley is. There does seem to have there's sort of a race-like quality as you get out of the city. Certainly, as people are sort of cheering and excited for this, but it's not. You don't necessarily think that you're going to be able to run all the way.
Do we want to conserve
showmanship then?
Do we want to conserve our resources and just kind of keep a good pace?
I have a way that I could get us there very quickly.
Let's do it.
Are we prioritizing speed to the entrance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Everyone stop for a second.
Okay, stop.
Gonna take a minute. Can you bless water? Make holy water.
Can I bless water? There's a mechanical way to do
Oh
this.
no! You already have holy water. You have a
still
dose
have
of
some
holy
left?
water.
Used it.
No, I thought he
it in
used a
the-
dose. I thought he had 2 doses. He said.
I thought he used
the
it.
vampires.
He's like the vampires.
But I didn't want to use all things. I don't want to fuck them up, but it's up to you.
How long
Probably
does it
used
take
it.
you to make holy water?
An hour.
I think it takes a while. I'm just
It's
confirming.
ceremony. It's the spell ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't be running while you cast it.
No.
You don't have any left.
Yeah, it's an hour.
Well, then I.
You there, priest.
No, I can't interfere.
Fuck you.
Let's just keep running then.
All
Just
right.
keep running.
You and your weird
This
god.
could have gotten us there very quickly.
We go.
Good idea.
We go.
All right.
Future.
You head out of the gates, and you see once you kind of get past the gates, most of the teams have slowed down. They're moving at their kind of full speed, but they're not sprinting.
Got it.
As you travel over the grasslands, it takes you the better part of the day. As the sun starts to get low in the sky, you get to the edges of you move through the grassland into the forest, and then the forest kind of opens up again to the edges of the kind of mountain ranges, and you start to kind of scan along where you can see where the valley might start. And you get to the kind of vicinity, and you can see some of the teams are starting to break off now. Everybody sort of, whereas you were all moving more or less in the same direction on a road, it now sort of branches out as people are starting to look for the runestone. What would you like to do?
I will start hunting for the runestone.
Yeah.
All right, make a survival check.
Give you the help action.
All right, perfect.
I am
wanna
going
do
to.
nature?
I'm going to keep an eye on the other teams.
Yep.
To see if anyone looks shifty, or see if anyone seems like they've got a line on something. So I'd like to do a perception check.
Okay.
That's guidance on myself.
Someone else proficient in perception? Anyone?
Perception. No.
No. Okay, so it's just me then. Got it.
25.
25.
That is that's a 9. Plus 8 is a 17.
Okay. You would see the Nardguard look lost.
I love them.
You would
Little
see
boobs.
the brute force is kind of just sort of crashing ahead. They're tracking as best they can, but they are it's a little less subtle. They're not trying to be subtle about what they're looking for. You lost sight of the Magnolia Marauders and Calamity Rain. Calamity Rain seemed to move with quite a bit of purpose. It seemed like they knew where they were going. And you, with your 25, you pick up on that, and you start to follow their tracks just kind of based on a hunch. And as you kind of look at the mountain formation and things like that, you travel through, and you do find the edges of the first trial. As you can see, there is a runestone at the edge of this valley, and you can see in the valley itself there is a kind of a haze along the ground, and you can see where the river exits out of the valley. You can see where that dark water, as it kind of moves into a bigger river that kind of veers off a little bit, it starts to lose that kind of darker blue quality. But you do find the first rune stone.
All right. I want to inspect it. There were apparently clues on it.
Yeah. So you see the runestone is carved with druidic runes, which you're able to read. And you can see there is a bit of sort of a preamble and then what looks like maybe a riddle. As you read about the Whisper Wood was known for producing some of the most clandestine warriors in the Feywild, known for their ability to travel amphibiously with ease. The legends say that part of their training included spending a year underwater. And then you can see what you assume is the first clue underneath. You also, I will say, have not seen Artemis Khan.
And we'll never see
You lost sight of her as soon as you got into the woods, and you have not seen her since. The clue is as follows.
But no one else is at this stone.
No, you would have seen. Make a perception check.
I'll give you the help action with that.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
With a 14, you are pretty sure you saw Calamity Rain walk right into the valley.
Oh, okay.
You lost them in the haze, though, as the haze is kind of rising. So the riddle is as follows. Plunged into darkness, when sunlight ablaze, twin sundial will mark this, be afraid of the haze.
Plunged into darkness. One more time, Tim.
Plunged into darkness. Plunged, ED. Into darkness, when sunlight ablaze, twin sundial will mark this, be afraid of the haze. And you can see the sun is just starting to, it's setting.
What the haze? Fear the haze?
Yeah.
Be afraid of the haze.
My sense is we gotta get out of this haze in daytime, because at nighttime it's gonna get bad. Plunged into darkness when sunlight ablaze.
Twin sundial.
Twin sundials.
Is there a pool of water?
There's the river. You can see it continues into the valley.
Yeah,
What's the deal with that preamble, though?
I mean, it's gotta be something about. I'd make sure y'all got your breathing masks.
Yep.
Do you want me to go for a dip?
Hold on.
Place my spear in the ground, and then I'm going to take something else, like a branch, place it next to it. Do they cast the same shadow?
Yes.
All right. I think the twin sundial is the two mountains. This sits in the valley between two mountains, and they would act like a sundial.
You could cast where the shadow's casting based on what time of the day.
Plunged into darkness, sunlight ablaze. So, if we go into the water
Go deep into the water.
when the sun is out,
We better go fast then.
Okay.
Is the sun still out?
The sun is still out. It's starting to set, but
we
it
need
is
to get into the
still
water
out.
then.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go.
We've only got this boon for
We're all
the rest of the day.
We all have the same speed. I'm gonna dive in first just to get a quick
Actually, my speed is 35 now.
lay of the land. I'm gonna dive in the water.
Okay. You dive in the water. You are fighting the current.
Okay.
But
I'm a Triton and a good swimmer.
yes, you are able to swim through it. It is very dark.
Okay.
As you start to move through, you continue. How far do you go upriver?
I'll jump in as
It
well.
will all follow.
Okay.
We're all
We're all following. We're just going.
Great.
The wolf is swimming. but
Do we
weird, like an
see
eagle.
any light filter down here at all?
No. You are plunged into darkness.
Okay.
Can I try to keep track of where we were versus how far we were from the mountain?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah, like you can feel the river kind of naturally winds as you move through.
And we're fighting against the current upstream. Okay, yeah, we just keep swimming.
You keep swimming for a while. Do any of you come up at all?
I would, yeah.
Okay. You come up into kind of thick haze. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Great.
Is she within 10 feet of me?
Yes. Yeah.
You got a 4.
I added 4 to this, and
That's
also
huge.
if this, yeah.
Does anyone have the ability to cast some sort of light?
Yeah, I cast light.
I mean,
Wait, I have the ability to cast light.
Let's hold off.
Oh, it's not with advantage. Sorry. Wisdom saving throw plus 4 to whatever this is. It's a natural 1 too.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you kind of come up,
But I am going to use my reaction, and I think being in water, I think Shy still feels the current, and I feel that calmness kind of wash over me as I am going to use active momentum to allow me to re-roll the saving throw.
Okay.
You're grounded. Okay.
right to
Better, much better. Plus 4 is going to be a 19. Plus 3 is 22.
Okay. So you have this moment where you start to feel this really intense confusion kind of start to wash over you as you kind of shake it off. You just manage to kind of avoid the effects of it. As you kind of look around, you can see these motes of light sort of moving around through the haze. You have like this moment of feeling, you feel this like, as you sort of look at them, you feel this sense of hope and then this sense of deep despair as you plunge back into the water and kind of shake it off. But you continue.
And I would just say to everyone,
I'll have you make a perception check while you're at it though. See if you catch a glimpse of something.
natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You see, you can see up a little ways ahead. You get just a brief look through this haze. A ways down the river, you can see there is something on the bank, some kind of stone, almost looks like an altar maybe.
Okay.
With a flat top.
Okay. I kind of
Probably about 300 feet.
dip back down underwater. Don't go above until we're about 300 feet upriver. There's the haze upside makes your brain swim, and not in a fun way. But there's an altar up ahead, so let's just keep going.
Okay. There's an altar.
And we
Okay.
keep swimming.
You swim up, and you find yourself in the river. Kind of branches a little bit off to one side, and then there is kind of a large eddy as you get to it. You kind of move. Do you want to continue up the river with the current, or do you move into the eddy?
Wherever the altar is, I want to take a look.
You would guess that it was about where the eddy was.
We don't need to go above, as I will cast
Arcane Eye.
Arcane Eye.
Nice.
And I would love to let that little gentleman check out the altar in detail.
Yeah. You, as it kind of comes up and out, you look, and you can see there is a stone sundial on the bank of the river.
Twin sundial will mark this.
So that's one sundial. Is there anything on the other side of the eddy?
You look across, there's nothing on the other side of the river.
Are there any other fun markings on this sundial?
No, the point of it is kind of right on the side where the river is, the edge of the river is.
Okay.
Do we have to make a sundial? Do we have to make light, like a daylight?
How deep are you in the water? I would assume you're relatively.
We're up near the top.
Okay.
I would say-
It goes down pretty far.
Maybe there's one down below.
I think there's one down below.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave this eye here and we'll go down.
Yeah.
I'll keep
I start taking a swim down.
Yeah, you swim down.
While we swim down, I'm gonna put my hand on the edge and just be running my hand down all the way, in case I feel.
Yeah, as you kind of move down, you can feel claw marks all the way down. But you do find, after about 60 feet, you find there is another sundial sticking out from the side of the river bank.
And oh fuck, we can't say.
When sunlight ablaze, we have to put light on both of those.
Ah.
Well, there's light still up top, so if we put light on the one below.
I'll cast light on this sundial down below.
Okay. You see, as you cast light on it, you see a shadow appear. And as you move the light around, the shadow doesn't move.
And where's the shadow point?
Up.
There's not enough light from the one at the top, I take it then.
You don't know.
Someone's pointing up.
The other one's gonna point down, and they'll meet in the middle, which is, I assume, where we.
The two up, one up and one
Okay,
down. to the
plunged
middle.
into darkness.
Can you use your double to cast light up above so you don't have to go in the fog?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's try that.
Okay. So we get closer to the surface. How far away is the?
It's about 60 feet up.
It's about 60. Well,
From the surface of the water.
60 feet.
Oh,
How far from the
it's
surface
right
of
on the
water?
riverbank.
Oh, okay,
so it's
cool.
like
So then we're fine. So I'm actually able to hang out.
Like 30 feet up.
Yeah, I think it's 60 feet, and then I can get to within 120 of the double before it disappears. So I think I'm totally fine. I can be even down to the bottom with everybody.
Okay.
So I would swim up near the surface.
Okay.
Within 10 feet.
And Miri's double would like dive into the air up and land and kind of walk up to the sundial, and then I would descend, and then she would cast light.
Okay. As you cast light, you see it illuminates your eyes up top, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you would see it illuminates the sundial, and a similar effect as you move it. The shadow does not move, and it points down, like it points across, basically,
Like across that way behind us.
toward the other side of the river.
So it's the one on the bottom is pointing up.
Yep.
The one, so we find where they meet.
Which would be,
Center of the river.
but in the haze.
The other one is just a little bit. It's like right on the riverbank.
Okay. Then we go up
We find
the
the
very top of the river.
Okay. So as you it's fairly close to the riverbank because this one only sticks out maybe about 5 feet out from the riverbank. As you, and this one kind of points. So as you swim up, as you're kind of heading up towards it, you get to the top a little ways out from the riverbank. And you can see from underneath, you can see there is kind of a circular shimmer to the top of the water that you didn't notice before.
We'll go through.
Yeah, we swim through.
I'll go through first.
Okay.
I follow in behind.
All right.
As we're going, I'm going to twin, because there's a good chance this is a portal, or maybe we just come up into the haze that makes our brains swim. I'm going to cast, what's my thing that?
Intellect Fortress?
Intellect Fortress, you know my spells better than I do.
Tim, it's fucked up that you're making us do riddles when I'm this sleep deprived.
I'm gonna twin it.
I'm like,
I'm gonna cast it on myself and Miri. So we have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Amazing.
Okay.
For an hour.
All right.
Great.
Let's go through this portal.
As you swim through the portal, you feel this kind of turn in your stomach as you tumble forward, and you pile out into the kind of roots of a tree. You kind of boom, boom, all spill out, still wet and dripping. As you see, like the tree behind you, kind of at the base, serves as the other side of this portal as you all pour through in sort of this different orientation.
And this would be the Whisperwood trial, or was that the Whisperwood trial?
That was the Whisperwood trial.
Oh, cool.
We're doing great, team.
It's 1 for 3.
As you come through, you can see there is a runestone not far from you.
Oh my god, Runestone's right here.
Go.
You touch it.
No, I'll get Esper to take a look. He's much better at these investigation.
Check him.
And he's always
I
within
am.
10 feet of himself.
Yeah.
And I'll give you it. Oh, no, I don't have investigation.
I'll do an investigation in the area
Guidance.
All right.
leading up to it. Okay. And,
All right.
the,
Investigation check.
and the pillar itself. You said
Guidance?
guidance?
Yes, my friend.
I'm gonna bond with you, just in case. You know, just in case.
23.
23. You look around as you're kind of approaching. It does not appear to be trapped or anything. You do notice that the season of this particular part of the woods seems more autumnal. As you can see, quite
The
a
last
few.
one, what was the season of the last one?
From where you came from, I think it was more sort of summer. As you look around, You can see a number of dead leaves on the ground and things like that piled here and there. As you come up to the runestone, Thistle, I assume you go with him to read.
Yes.
This runestone speaks of the Red Wilds, home to the most fearless warriors of the Trigon. Known for their ability to befriend wild animals, they were said to always be on the front lines, ready to charge headlong into any challenge set before them, regardless of the danger.
So charge headlong. That feels important. Okay.
As you finish reading this, you see leaves begin to swirl around you and start to move and take shape. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Oh, boy.
Smells bad.
All right. Oh, jeez.
Who should I fuck?
Who should I forgot?
I should have fucking pissed.
That's not
Man.
today.
Merde, il avait mis de l'air.
His fleece was dark as shit.
Oh no, my shit-colored sheep.
Poopy.
All right, 1 second here.
Fun thing about doing an impression of a goat is you can just do it.
Yeah, you can.
As long as you commit, it's gonna be close.
Completely. And it could be basically words.
Ah!
Yeah, whoa! Oh, God.
Ah! That's a goat impression.
Garbage can.
Do you have your double with you still?
How long has it been since we came through?
Pretty
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
immediate.
Certainly that's within a minute.
Miri's double
Yeah.
still up then?
Yeah.
Do
She
we-
just kind of follows behind.
Okay. All right, ready for initiative.
All right. 25 to 20. Bless.
Bless.
Nobody 25 to 20?
Is this for the wolf?
Yeah.
For,
Esper's mounted now.
oh, yeah, right.
Whoa, holy shit.
Wowzers.
Got a real blow up. 25 to 20?
No.
Oh, dear.
20 to 15?
18.
18.
17.
Ooh. 18. Mark. 17.
To the bottom between you and me.
15 to 10? 10 to 5?
7. 6.
7, 6, 5?
5.
7, 6.
7, 6, 5.
Thistle Miri Esper.
Roll 2.
Arch.
My dice fucking me
Thistle.
tonight. They're as tired as me.
Actually,
So it should be
you're
Shy,
all
Mark,
actually at the
Thistle,
bottom.
Miri Esper.
Thistle, Miri, Esper. Right?
Shy, Mark, Thistle, Miri Esper, yeah.
Well, there's other ones in between.
Well, yes, but that's what I
What?
know.
We're fighting
Just
people?
talking about those three. 7, 6, 5.
Oh no, there's maybe many people. The Nod God are here.
We have to fight the nerd card. It's so early.
All right. Shy, you are first as you see
Oh wait, is this Calamity Rain?
two you see two almost spider-bodied figures with humanoid torsos sort of emerge. You can see at first sort of made up of leaves, and then they take on a more solid form.
Okay. This map looks so beautiful, by the way. We've been looking at it all day.
Please.
Oh, there's that zoom.
Yeah.
Do it again.
That's not.
Okay.
Can I say something when these appear?
On your turn.
Oh.
Oh, that zoom.
Shy is going to declump. I am going to run, take my 50 feet, and I'm going to see if I can scramble up on that little ledge up there.
Up there?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You can get here.
Fine.
But you do see, with that movement, you see another creature over here that seems to be, looks almost lizard-like, but kind of vines extending out from its sides.
Okay, I am going to spend a focus point for bonus action Step of the Wind. I'm going to scramble up, and I'm going to get up on top. I'm going to get the high ground, Tim.
I have the high ground.
Take
What's
the
your movement?
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay, so that's 10 feet up.
Okay. And then I'll take, I kind of want to go up to where those,
10, 15, 20.
they're in one step backward. Good, there. And then I am going to hold my action.
Okay.
For bio, I'm going to bio bolt, send 2 bio bolts at anything that aggresses towards me or my party, and that is my turn.
Okay. The first 2, the Fey Revenants, are going to go. The first one is going to use 3 attacks. Okay, great. That one there is going to turn, and you watch as it pulls out a bow and kind of reaches back, and is going to take a few shot at you.
Are these missiles? Can I catch them?
They are ranged weapon attacks, so yes, I would say you could certainly try.
Great question. Hate to be that guy, but by readying.
Oh, I would lose my reaction. That's fine, but
Double
my
bang.
No, the reaction is to use the readied action.
Ah.
Oh, interesting.
So do you want to catch the bolt or shoot your own bolts?
Also, deflect missile isn't a reaction.
It isn't?
But throwing it back is the reaction.
Tight.
so I can just catch this as they go to me. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Unless it's
The first one, it's not gonna hit. That's only a 13 to hit.
No.
So you catch it.
I do.
Catching it is when you lower its damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No.
Alright.
It doesn't. It goes right behind me.
It's gonna take one more shot at you. Oh, that's better. That's 25 to hit.
I'm gonna deflect it.
That is using your reaction.
That is using. Well, you know what? I think taking damage at this point, avoiding damage against me is going to be more important.
You can then also spend a key to throw it back. So.
Yes, and then I reduce it by 1d10 plus 5 plus 13, so 18 plus whatever I roll on this d10.
Wow, damn. That's a sick ability.
Yeah, monks, dope monk shit.
Shoot monks.
Dope monk shit.
That's a 10, so I reduce this by 28.
All right, so it's 12 piercing damage plus another 12 poison damage, so 24 all up. So
24 all up.
0 damage.
Use the whole thing.
So I.
I'm now allowed to throw it back,
Yeah, I think I am going, but it's probably going to be resistant to whatever it is.
The range is 20 to 60. And yeah, you can just throw it.
Yeah, and I guess I will.
I don't think you have to. I don't think you necessarily have to throw it back at the thing that shot it at you.
No.
If
Does
you
it
catch
look?
a missile, you can spend it to make a range attack within the range. So you can just throw it at like the dude that's closest to you because that's the one that's going to be in short range.
Yeah, I'll throw it down on the one in front of me.
Okay.
Just in the back of the head.
Yeah. Fuck! And I'm going to, I guess, roll to attack with that.
That's actually so fucking cool where you're like, big fucking sprint, and this guy goes.
Yeah. Tiny little blue, like haze just running up this way. That's not going to miss, or that's going to miss absolutely with a 2.
That's not gonna
Yes,
That would
unfortunately.
be, plus this being unarmed attack, it would only be a 12 to hit. So I think I, maybe as of that thing, I throw it and it, and I know it's going to miss and it's just going to try and get its attention.
Okay. Yeah, as you stake it in the ground next to it. It's going to take its final shot, not at you, because it's seen that. It's going to turn towards you on the mount and use its Queen's Grasp. Ranged attack.
You scared?
That's only a 9. Yeah, that sucks. So it misses. So it does not hit the other one.
Shift my head and the mask falls down.
It's going to move up here with its spider-like legs.
Absolutely rude of it.
The other one is going to. Try and shoot you with its Queen's Grasp first, and then do its other.
Esper or Shy?
Shy. Or no, Esper. Sorry. That one is a 21 to hit.
It would hit, but the wings come out and block it.
Nice.
That's just hate dogs.
It's going to also move here.
Sick.
Actually, I don't have enough. No, it's 30 feet. Okay, so it's going to go there, and it's going to shoot. It's going to take a couple of shots at Thistle.
Yeah.
Oh. First one is a 26 to hit.
Yes.
And the second one is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
All right.
The rulers.
Weird. That is 6 points of piercing damage and 7 points of poison damage. And then the second one is
Nice.
That's better. 12 points of piercing damage and 8 points of poison
They
damage.
clumped up real nice there for you.
It is Mark's turn.
Whoa, boy, is it! Amazing. Mark is going to hit him with a big old synaptic static, as he's going to hit him with a 20-foot radius, clumped on all of them, as he's going to try to short-circuit their brains. They are going to need to make intelligence checks for me, please.
All right.
Saving throws or checks?
Oh, it's a saving throw. They must save against my intelligence.
First one is a failure with a 4.
The number to beat is 18.
Second one is a 19.
Fuck.
And then, so that's the other. That one failed. That one saved. Bloom. Let's see.
Hey, what books are you using today, Tim?
I'm using some Kobold Prep.
Woohoo! They have good face shit.
Oh, that's not very good. That's only a 16.
You got it. So 2 failures. Oh, which one succeeded? I guess.
The middle one.
The middle one. Good for them. Amazing. They're going to take 18
From my wolf to them.
26 points of psychic damage, and
Amazing.
they will have to remove a d6 on all attacks and ability checks, and they can roll an intelligence save at the end of their turns to see if that breaks. And then I'm going to run and take a little bit of cover behind that piece of
Runestone?
rock. Yeah. I want to live in there. I'd love some half cover so I can still see what's going on,
Okay.
but not get hit by whatever bolts they may be shooting.
All right. It is the Bloom Hydra's turn.
I'm sorry, the Bloom Hydra?
The Bloom Hydra.
Didn't love that name.
This one here is going to move up. Yeah. You watch as it kind of scuttles up here.
That's a Hydra?
Yeah, that's this close as I have to it. As you see, like these vines kind of move out with flowers on the end of them. It's going to. It's going to make 4. Gonna make 4 attacks on you.
D6 reduced from all of them.
That's great.
No scuttling.
I've just synaptic staticked it.
That is a minus d6. Okay, it's only -1. So the first one is 17 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
D6?
I mean, sure, you can roll it.
Yes, thank you.
Go for
Doesn't
it.
hit for that first one.
Okay. Second one is a 25.
22.
Still hits.
Third one is a 24.
21.
Still hits.
Dicks.
And last one is a 21.
15.
Doesn't hit.
Sorry, 17.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. So 2 hit. All right, so it hits you with the Vine Lash.
I am
21.
also immune to poison
you
and
roll?
disease.
6.
So 15.
Great. This is bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage for the first one, and 15 for the second.
Okay.
All right, and it is.
It can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of its turn to see if it can break my static.
But does synaptic static apply a d6 to ability saves?
Nope.
Just checks.
Checks, attacks, and concentration checks.
That's a bit better. That's an 18.
Beats it.
Okay.
Hey, that was really helpful for that
was
turn. I
good.
really
That took-
appreciate that.
That took an attack off.
A little bit of damage.
Also the damage, yeah, was really good.
Not mad about the damage. Not mad about the damage.
Ain't mad about the damage.
You watch as the end of its turn, you watch 2 more vines split off from its existing vines. So it has 6 vines now.
Okay.
All right, it is.
6 attacks next time.
It is. Yes. What are they going to do? What are they gonna do?
Hate the sound of that.
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Piss.
Oh, it falls. It has fallen.
Too many books, not enough table.
Gotta get some more
Just
tables.
rip pages out.
Tables.
Yeah. Exactly. That's not it.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna need this in a second.
I know what I want to do. Do you want me just to go first?
Nope.
Let's try.
This one is radiant damage and that one is fire damage. That's radiant, that's fire.
Good to know.
Because it's pretty. That's right. So it's fire. And this
I
one
thought it
is
was fire.
no. It's kind of like a radiant fire.
Yeah. Miri, you hear a kind of whisper through the woods as you hear this kind of watch your head. I don't know how you move through life. You're so tall.
It's the fucking red guy.
How's the weather up there? I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
At advantage.
At advantage.
With a +4.
With +4. Great.
You will with
+4 or a D4?
No, Miri's not with it.
You're way further.
So it's just with advantage, still from the okay. Here we go. Ooh, Jesus. It was a what kind of save?
Charisma
It was a
save.
charisma save. So
Charisma.
So that's going to be. Oh, actually no, that's not. That's a 19. That's
Okay.
great.
That succeeds.
Who is that? Is that one of these guys?
Red cap.
You're not sure?
It's the red cap.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Clerics are wisdom.
Yeah. I panicked for a minute.
You kind of look around. You don't see anything.
Trying to get us to fight it first.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for them. It is you, Mark. You hear it first. You start to hear this kind of buzzing sound as like bzzz, as you see from the other side of the riverbank this swarm of tiny creatures. They like have these terrible kind of vicious faces. They're mostly head and just like these little bug-like legs underneath and these small wings as this swarm moves toward you.
Not to me.
Sorry, what kind of creatures are these?
You don't know. You've never seen them before.
Do these things all look like animals, or are they
monstrosities?
monstrosities?
You're not sure. They seem like fey creatures, for sure. But they also seem to have been kind of conjured by the forest itself, so you're not sure. As this swarm moves towards you, I'm going to use this because it's all I have for this one, and gets up around you. It kind of swarms you. And it's going to use its stingers.
No, not at all.
Is this something that exists and is visible to us? The portal at the end?
You haven't seen it. You can just see there's kind of two stone pillars over there.
But this is that's the obvious direction to go, right?
You would assume,
Over the bridge.
yeah, you would assume so.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Oh god, that'll hit.
Okay. You take.
Or will I?
You said that'll hit.
No, that'll
I'm
hit.
about
When
to
you wear
roll
the boots,
damage.
when you are hit with a weapon attack. Shit, is this a weapon?
No.
Ah, fuck.
No, if they're using, it's a natural weapon.
Yeah, I guess it's a
Great,
natural.
I'll use my reaction to surround myself with a silvery mist and teleport up to 30 feet.
You still take damage.
No, I don't.
I
You
think
gave me these boots.
You do. It's you take damage and then you teleport.
Turning the hit into a miss.
All right. All
You
right.
made these
You have to call it before I'm about to roll dice.
No, I had to make sure that it hit. When you are hit
Use-
with a weapon.
All right.
You made this.
I'll allow it this time.
This is what's written.
And then I'll take it away.
Emailed this to me.
You got to be a little faster on the draw with your reaction. You said, okay, that hits, and I was about to roll dice.
And then I confirmed this,
just-
and then I did the
Yeah.
thing. From now on, I'll do it somehow sooner. I have to know that it
Do
hits.
that.
Otherwise,
Do that.
Okay, I will.
Or I'll take them away.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It is.
I want to be on the other side of. I want to be right here. I want to be so close.
So
to the-
Mark's weird energy last episode wasn't just Mark, it's Sean.
Put my little boy right here, right next to the big strong man, but away from the buzz.
Big strong man on that wolf.
pretty trees.
All right. It is the other creature's turn. They're over there. Okay. It is Thistle's turn.
We're supposed to not.
Esper goes first, right?
I think there's
You go last.
No, I thought it was Thistle, Miri, and then Esper.
Yeah, I go last.
Isn't it Miri's?
No, it's you.
No.
It's definitely you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You were seven,
Thistle,
seven,
Miri.
six,
Sorry,
five.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Went through a whole thing.
Please, everybody, stop yelling at me. All right. I am going to think back to what the stone said about charging in regardless of the danger. And I'm going to go, they're blocking us. They're trying to stop us. And I am going to wave my arms at the ringleader guy, get his attention. Oh, hello! And then I'm going to cast a 5th level tree stride.
Okay.
Sick.
And I'm going to walk into the tree that's just sort of behind me there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can then go to any... So you gain the ability to enter a tree and move inside it to inside of any other tree of the same kind. So I'm just going to assume that the green ones are all the same kind.
Mm-hmm.
Within 500 feet.
Yeah.
cool.
Sick.
You must... you instantly know the location of all other trees of the same kind within 500 feet.
Okay.
And then I can use 5 feet of my movement to exit that tree. I want to exit the one on the other side of the bridge here.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, I have to finish my turn outside of the tree.
Yeah. You would see these other creatures.
Oh
over here.
boy.
But then what I want to do is I want to move so that the guy can see me. So the guy up on the hill can see me.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see the portal, I would say use it.
No, I'm not leaving you guys behind.
The logic
Who
of
are
that,
you?
if everyone waits for everyone to get out,
No, I understand.
we all wait.
I understand.
That looks
But
like calamity
just-
rain there, huh?
I want to just move.
There isn't anything.
Okay,
there's
there's
no
anything.
shimmer there yet.
I just want to
the stone
move
pillars.
so that the person on the hill can see me,
Okay.
and I want to wave my arms again and yell,
You're doing a shit job of guarding the bridge.
Okay.
I want to try and draw them away. So basically, like, oh, you're trying to stop us? Too late. I'm already here.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
All right. It is
There's
Miri's
another
turn.
one in an hour.
Okay. Miri is going to. Yeah, Miri's double is gonna move, like right out, into like I guess 30 feet out into the middle.
25, 30. That's where you
Yep,
get to.
as much as possible there, and then Miri is going to. What's the range on this? Yes, that's. I'm 60 feet away from. Yeah, I must be because of the 30 feet from there. And so then Miri is going to. Where is Esper?
Oh, he's the gentleman on
Yeah,
the
this
Oh, right,
one's
of course, I'm stupid. Miri's going to cast Unlock at level 2 on this one up here.
Okay.
And that's going to, yeah, from her double, she's going to cast Unlock. So that's going to be a Charisma saving throw.
All right. That is. It's probably going to be enough. It's an 18 on the die.
Oh,
I don't think they have negative.
beats it.
Yeah, that'll be a 21.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, then definitely saves. So it'll be half damage.
Nice.
So 14 psychic damage.
Nice.
And I can give an ally advantage on their next attack, which will go to Esper.
Nice.
One.
And that's it.
Nice. All right, it is Esper's turn.
Okay, a few things are going to happen this turn, because there's stuff to control. As a bonus action, I'm going to Channel Divinity to activate Fury of the Tides, or Fury of the Dead, as ghosts start rising up around me and surrounding Silver Silence. I am then going to have the wolf acts on my turn using its own stuff. It's going to use a bonus action to use Fey Step. Actually, no, it's going to move forward 60 feet.
Okay. Separate from you then?
No, I'm on its back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm on its back.
60 feet?
60 feet.
About there.
And then I'm going to use its Fey step ability, because I use the Fey option of the 3. You can choose Fiend, Fey, or Celestial.
Yep.
It will teleport along with its rider to an unoccupied space within 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to teleport behind this guy right here, with like, so that I'm.
You can get to there.
No, 60.
Right
here. This guy.
Oh, this.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to hit him, hopefully using Fury of the Dead to knock him into the river.
Cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Advantage.
So I'm gonna swing.
Y'all, I think we just get out.
We don't
There's
have
no
a portal
portal.
yet. That's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Because I have advantage, I'll use sneak rather than smite.
Mark this more clearly.
And sorry. Yeah, he is knocked 10 feet away from me, which puts him
In the river.
in the river.
Is there a save for the knocking, or it just
Nope,
happens
he
when
just
on a
moves
hit?
10 feet away on a hit.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes into the river.
It will help.
I think we might all have to.
And
cross
how
the
much
bridge for
damage?
the portal to show up.
Sorry, one sec. I'm figuring that out. How much damage is this? D8 for the spear, D6 for the thing. Plus 5. 3, 13, 17. 22 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I've kind of fucked myself here because I don't have anything to hit with my second attack. Yeah, I've used all my movement and my bonus actions and everything. So yeah, I'll just be in this position.
Nice. All right, it is back to the top of the order. It's Shy's turn.
Was there anything that happened between Miri and Esper? Like Miri's turn? Well, I was just while I was in bed. Like no other creatures? Creatures have? Okay, great. So I am up here seeing Thistle and Esper cross the bridge. I am in melee with this Bloom Hydra. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage. And I think that's my step of the wind, so I use a key point or focus point for that. So we can use a focus point to disengage.
Okay.
I am going to take my movement 50 feet as far as I can go to cross the bridge.
You also use a key point to arrow back.
You get about here.
Okay. And then I am going to use my movement to use the rest. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was my movement.
Yeah.
That's disengage, movement, and then I guess I'm gonna take my. I guess I can't see this guy behind the tree from there. Hey.
No, probably not.
Can I see the people from across on the other side?
No.
Okay. I will use my the rest of my 50 feet to get up behind Esper onto that little uppity spot right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you step of the wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you action dashing?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm getting.
Yeah, it's not a step of the wind. It's action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It is the Revenant's turn.
Oh no.
Oh fuck! It doesn't have a lot of targets. Hopefully, Thistle's taunting worked.
Is looking.
Yeah,
juicy
they're
right now.
out on their own, so they're gonna start blasting.
None of my taunts worked?
Well, they're all alone.
They're so juicy.
I mean, they don't know that they're juicy.
And there's other creatures.
We just look juicy.
It's going to.
We're juicy.
Yeah, it's going to use its range, its Queen's Grasp first. That one there. That is a 24 to hit.
Down
if you
to
want to roll.
19. It will hit.
Okay. You are restrained. As you feel these kind of icy shadows wrap around you.
Yes.
You take 4 points of cold damage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you are restrained. It's then going to move.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
20, 25, 30. And it's going to pull out its sword and hit you with its sword.
Oh no.
Advantage. You're restrained. That's correct. The first one is a 21.
That'll be it's still gonna hit even with -6.
15?
15. I am soft. I don't wear armor. I don't even have mage armor.
All right, and okay, so the first one hits, and then the second one is a 26.
Well, yep. Oh wow, it's all 6s, but it's not gonna do much. Oopie doopie.
All right. So.
Oh boy.
That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And 2 points of poison damage.
Oh.
And then 13 points of piercing damage. And 10 points of poison damage.
Oh.
The second one.
My God. Okay.
The
concentration remains. Okay.
End of his turn, though, he does get a save.
Yes, that's right.
18's the number to beat.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
That'll do it.
Okay. This one is going to go that way. Seeing that one's restrained. It's going to take its Queen's Grasp on you, Thistle.
Yeah.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. As you are hit, you are also restrained.
Perfect.
And you take 7 points of cold damage.
Amazing.
Such a weirdo.
I can't move when I'm restrained, right?
Yeah.
No. Who's restrained? I should have grabbed her.
What am I restrained like by? Vines?
No, these kind of icy shadows wrap around you, kind of hold you tight. And then it's going to take, it's just going to take its longbow shots at you.
Yes.
The first one is a 16 to hit.
That will not hit.
Nice.
Poor roll. And the second one is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
Yes, that will.
That's 5 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
And
Any more.
9 points of poison damage.
Lovely.
All right. It is now Mark's turn.
Dimension door. Let's get the fuck out of here. I want a dimension door behind Esper again. What?
No.
Yeah, I am restrained. I can't get anyone with me. I can't move because I'm restrained. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, me too.
What?
Nothing.
Could you twin cast Vortex Warp? Does that work?
I cannot vortex warp myself.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that. Fuck.
You could hold your dimension door action until I grab your hand.
But you're so late in the initiative.
Teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Teeth hands?
Mark, canonically, a coward.
That's true.
I don't know if this gets you out of the restrain.
That's all right. It gets me away from the awful
Yeah, it just moves
monster.
him.
Yeah. So where are you going?
Somewhere
Behind
safe.
Thistle?
Directly behind my man. No. The man on the big dog. Yeah. Big dog's behind the big dog.
Yeah, as you kind of come across, but you're still, those kind of icy shadows are still
Oh,
around.
God, who's that hiding behind that bush that I can see from this?
I don't know. They're hidden pretty well.
Okay.
I didn't even see
Shy,
them.
can he see them over there? Can't I from where I am?
I don't know if you can. They are actively hiding,
Oh,
so I
okay.
don't know if you can yet.
Calamity Rain.
Ooh, then you know what I can do? Any baddies nearby?
There's a
That guy right there.
dude with a knife in his hand.
Right there.
Oh, right there? That guy has a knife in his hand? I'll fucking disarm him. I never get to use this one.
Sure.
Fucking bonus action. Disarm. Strength saving throw.
Is it
Provided
another
that-
leveled spell?
No, this is a dinky little cantrip you've given me.
You.
Is it a non-magical weapon? I've already cast it.
No, I don't think it. Yeah, it's like a club.
Is it a magical club?
Well, he's kind of a magical creature, but
Did the club come from him?
yeah, it's not a part of him. I would say you're. Yeah, you can try.
Yeah. 18's the number to beat.
Actually, no, he doesn't have a club. That's the mini that I have.
Yeah,
he has claws.
Okay, then fuck this guy.
Yeah.
The hands.
Then I'll then make it a con save, and I'll fucking slap him down with the sapping sting.
Quickened.
That is a +4. That's a 16.
Ah, no dice. 3, fucking 4, 7,
That thing's gonna come and attack me next.
8. That guy's prone, and he took 8 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
Fuck you, dude.
Get prone.
Right.
I don't like the cut of your jib. You should have
How was
taken
it
another
cut?
pass on that jib. It's boot cut.
Boot cut.
He's got
jibs?
boot cut
What is
jibs
this?
tucked into his shoes.
2007.
All right. It is the Bloom Hydra's turn.
Yes. Come
It
get some.
Is going to. I don't know if it has enough movement to get over there.
Some what?
Come get some.
Some what?
I just imagine this like shambly Hydra
Whatever it
creature
was.
just going through the leaves.
Yeah, it only has 30 feet. It's going to. It heard that, and it took it personally.
My taunts work, yours don't.
It doesn't have a ranged spell attack. That's fun.
Fuck! No!
Yeah, because two of the
Timo's
flowers-
kidding! Tim!
Sorry, two of the flowers
Darn.
are marigolds. They're different flowers. They do different things.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna move.
Marigold. Wow.
Marigold. It's gonna move here, and it's gonna use its ranged spell attack with its marigold beam. So two of them split off, and it's gonna shoot for you, Thistle, because you're right there.
Thank you.
That's a first one's only. Oh no, it's an advantage because you're restrained. The first one is a 19 to hit,
Yes.
and the second one is a 22 to hit.
No. Yes, of course.
Of course. And the first one is 9 points of fire damage,
Yes.
and then the second one is 12 points of fire damage.
Sick.
And you watch as two more vines split off at the end of its turn.
That happens every turn? I thought it was
Just
just.
not taking damage.
Oh, it has to take. Oh,
Certain amount
see.
of damage for it to get cut off.
In my brain, it was when it takes damage, it then branches, unless it takes a certain type of damage. But that's
learned
much
otherwise.
scarier.
It's a different kind of Hydra. This, ain't
This
your
is bad.
buddy's Hydra.
No, this is very bad.
All right, it is.
Bloom Hydra is a question mark. That's what I have in the initiative order. Somebody was taunting Mirielle last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
certainly
tee
was.
gribble grabble.
Not Gribble.
Not Gribble.
This one, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Absolutely. What have we got?
Sean,
+4.
add that 4, baby.
Oh yeah, I like where that's going. There it is.
This is at disadvantage
So just flat.
But I-
because you can
Intellect-
see Thistle is bleeding.
But Intellect Fortress would cancel that out.
Then it's
part of his vampire.
It would just.
part of the vampirism. This is a different thing.
Oh.
Okay.
It's tapping into something different.
No
so
protecting
this
this.
is
It's a disadvantage.
Whoopsies. That's going to be 9.
okay.
Oh.
So you wouldn't see this. I don't think anyone except for maybe Shy would see this. You can smell Thistle's blood, and it is driving you wild. You feel your fangs emerge, and you become singularly focused on getting some of that blood. As
Do I clock that? Do I see him like kind of like? Do I see the fangs come out and him watch Thistle?
what was your you
My
would
passive
because of where
perception
you're
is 18.
yeah you would as
Cool.
yeah
Am I still restrained?
at the moment, yes.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
All right. And then yeah, she's gonna do that too.
Oh boy. I don't care for this at all.
Shy, you hear in your head this kind of, you're so useless. You can't do anything but run away. They all hate you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
This one doesn't help me on charisma saving throws. Am I within 10 feet of you?
Yeah.
Everyone's within 10 feet, baby. We're
It's
locked
'cause
in
you're a big
formation.
mini.
Everyone's locking in.
Charisma.
Yep, everyone.
+1.
Yeah,
4, so
well-
whatever this is, +5. 12. 12.
That's a failure.
Ooh.
You become enraged. While enraged, you have advantage on melee attack rolls, but you are unable to distinguish friend from foe, and must move to attack the nearest creature other than the creature who did this to you. But you can't see who did it, so the nearest creature.
Sorry, Esper. Everyone's having
All right.
marital spat.
And then he is gonna move off, and he's gonna move off. All right. It is the swarm's turn.
Jeez, the swarm we have to deal with.
The swarm. I don't think it's gonna have enough movement to get over to you guys, but it's gonna start swarming.
Oh yeah, just swarming.
God, that's so typical of a swarm.
Classic swarm shit, dude.
It's classic swarm shit.
Not in this one. Oh, too many books and not enough tables.
Do you need another table? Can I get you?
Yeah, it's not around. I don't know where it is. I
I'll go
looked for it
look for it.
earlier.
Okay.
It's not around. Okay, 40 feet. Oh no, Miri's there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna swarm you.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, as the swarm comes down.
Does not my tantalizing double?
Double is
The
juicier
double
and
looks
closer.
just a
She
It
is
is
more caked
closer.
up than Miri.
She's
is.
a little more caked up. It's the sort of distortion makes that cake look like it's got an extra layer.
It's
You
gonna
know
make
what
a
I'm saying?
wisdom.
That's a 3-tier cake.
That is absolutely. It's like wedding cake level.
It's like
rolled-
an extra ass cheek.
Yeah.
A 17 on its wisdom. So I think it's gonna move towards you.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
hiss.
what are we gonna do? Okay.
And it's gonna try to bite you.
So
That's a 25 to hit.
that hits the fuck out of me.
All right, so that is 12, 18,
Quest for table.
As Adam is on the quest for
21.
table.
I told you the table's not right. 26 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
As you feel all these tiny mouths just bite.
6, goddamn.
So many mouths.
26 tiny mouths.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I help you with this? Oh no.
That's 11.
Oh, that's a failure. That's bad.
Well.
You take 42 points of necrotic damage.
42! Oh my god!
And you are blinded.
What? Okay, I also have to roll concentration, so.
God!
42. God.
And
nasty little
blinded, and I drop concentration, so my doubles count.
Oh my god.
And I'm blinded.
What's your health at?
At this point,
That's
like 34-ish. 36.
We're all hurting. I'm pretty low too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah,
I'm
no, that's
blinded.
better. All right, it is those guys.
Did everyone yell?
Mira
I
just took
got hit.
70 damage from the
Big
swarm.
damage.
Swarm. I got hit real
Don't
hard.
get hit by that swarm.
Fucking hell.
I was
How
correct.
does your
Dodge
stand
it.
work? You can't move, but you can still take actions, right? How do you break a restraint?
Usually with an action or. It's me teleporting this. Didn't.
It's the Fogaroo's turn.
Fogaroo.
He's gonna climb up and attack you, Esper.
What's up, dude?
Fuck.
He's gonna use his frightening gaze. Can I make? Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
You're within 10 feet of yourself.
You know what? I am within 10 feet of myself.
Frightening gaze. That's the GOP's tagline.
A 15 total.
15 total. That's meets it, beats it. And then it's gonna attack you with its claws. First one is a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Second one is it's not gonna do it either. That's an 11 to hit.
Does not
Worse. As it kind of claws at you, it is gonna move over this way though to get towards these guys. Restrain. This one's gonna use half its movement to stand up. And I don't think it can get to you. And it gets there. It is Thistle's turn.
This guy has very conveniently put himself directly within range of you.
I know, but I'm also very worried about my friend Miri. How long does the restraint? I have to use an action to break that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This will marry, right?
This will marry Esper.
All right. Yeah, there's two. It's too good to pass up for the shot. I'm gonna cast a 5th level lightning bolt as I send a 100-foot lightning bolt down this bridge, hitting both of those two motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Up very beautifully for me. I need them both to make a dexterity saving throw.
It is a shame that you can't move so that you could also get this buddy in as well.
All right, listen. There's a lot of things I could do if I could move. That is not on the table.
If only I could move.
If I only
I could shoot them all with lightning.
All right.
It would be very frightening if only I could move.
The Fey Revenant is a 25.
Wow. That succeeds.
Spider bod.
And then the other one is 16.
That's gonna fail.
The
so
Bloom Hydra.
It'll take full damage. Yeah. Can I borrow 10d6?
Yes. 1, 2.
Oh Jesus! Everybody, calm down.
I got 4.
I bring all these D6.
I know. That's why I asked.
I know.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's a lot of dice.
Look, I used to roll d6s, now I roll d8s, okay?
That's fine. It's whatever.
Brag.
Just got this whole container of
D8s are the newsies.
It's fine.
All matching.
Yahtzee.
My kids roll
10, 16, 17, 18, 22, 26, 29, 30. 32 points of lightning damage, half 16 to the Revenant.
Nice. Hopefully that 32 is high threshold.
Yeah, you do watch as some of its vines get burned off in a way.
Nice.
Not much.
And then
How far is it across the entire map? Like from me to Shydare right now? Roughly?
It would be less than 500 feet for you'd be able to dimension.
You have to measure.
Yeah.
But I think you have to
it's-
be able to see.
No.
Yes. This is why I need to know the distance. I need to do a little math.
What, for Dimension Door?
Yes.
No, you can just describe
No,
it.
I need to do math.
Okay.
all right, well,
Trust.
yeah, I think that's all I can do. I can't cast anything else. I
Even
can't
roughly is okay.
break this restraint, so I can't move. So I think that's my turn.
Okay. All right. It is
Miri's
Miri's turn.
Like
I
very
would
rough.
say probably about a.
You can count it. It's got squares 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30.
It's about 100.
About 100, I would say.
About 100.
Okay.
85, 90. It's probably about 120.
About 120.
Okay, well, this is already my turn. I won't do the math exactly, but I require the use of the Pythagorean theorem as what Miri is going to do, being completely blinded and unaware of where in the fuck she is she's going to use her bonus action to activate flight with the Crown of Whirling Comets, and then she's going to throw herself exactly 100 feet that way and the rest of the 500 feet upwards into the air.
Okay, so you're going to go over and up?
Over and up, because I don't know what's on the other side of these trees, but I know that there's air up there. And so
That's
Miri's going
genius.
to project herself up directly above Shy in the air.
Okay.
I assume let's just say like 100 feet out.
It's going to take an attack of opportunity as you leave its space.
Oh, your Dimension Door.
Dimension Door, does that do
Oh,
that?
you're dimension dooring
Activating
first.
flight.
Yes, sorry.
Activating
Gotcha.
flight.
That she doesn't
Then-
fall
Gotcha.
Yeah, I
Don't
activate the
fly.
ability, I Dimension Door up. Like
Okay.
I Dimension Door there,
Yeah.
and then if am I still blinded?
Yes, you're still blinded.
So I'm just up in the air, and I'm gonna float down slowly.
Okay.
And I'm going to use all my movement, 30 feet of movement, to float down slowly.
Around. Yeah, make a wisdom save.
Okay.
See how close to Shy you get.
That's going to be a...
Advantage.
great. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you get pretty close to Shy.
Okay.
Who is enraged?
Yeah, I know.
It is Esper's turn.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking blast this loser. He's gonna get blasted.
Did the portal appear now that we're all on this side of the bridge?
Damn it!
Well, we've bottlenecked them at least.
It was a good guess.
Something. Yeah,
We're all
I'm going
pumped
to.
I'm so stressed.
I'm going to hit this guy. First attack. It's a 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
This one will be the sneak.
Nice roll.
12, 13, 18, 22. 27 points of damage, and he's going to get knocked 10 feet back. If he hits Thistle, I think he also takes 4 damage.
Nice.
So he'll take 31 points of damage.
Nice.
He, like, bangs into
He's
Thistle.
done. You watch as like he looks almost like sort of druid-like, but half transformation, like into a wolf of some kind, and you see his kind of skeletal face just as he slams into Thistle, just drop into leaves.
And then the wolf is going to launch at the other one.
Okay.
I'm going to bring down my second attack.
Are you using what you call it? Like yeah.
That's a 25 to hit again.
Yep.
This one I'm going to smite on. We're going to use a first level smite. This one isn't a fiend of any kind, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay, so just 2d8 plus that. 20 points of damage. And then the wolf.
Also from the damage, the restraint would drop.
Nice.
Because he didn't.
Nice.
That's 20 points of damage. And then the wolf. 14 to hit.
A 14 does not hit. Oh, no, it does.
Oh,
their AC
sick.
is only 12.
I was going to do 1d8 plus the spell level, so 1d8 plus 2. 9 points of psychic damage as it lashes out into his face.
Nice. All right. It is Shy's turn.
Mary's the closest one to me, isn't she?
Yeah.
How rough does she look?
I don't know. How rough does she look?
She looks like pretty beat up. Like she's like bleeding from like I assume because of the way this thing attacked, like a ton of like little cuts all over her, cuts and slices all over her face, and she's like her eyes are like swollen and red. She can't see.
Wait, so you didn't go up?
I dimension doored up and then I
and then you
descended.
Fuck. Okay.
Like a legend.
I think there's like, not that Miri can see this, but the bioluminescence on Shy and on her eyes and her face and her arms are glowing like Riez red. Like you haven't seen the red before, and you just hear a fuck you, Miri. And that anger come out of Shy, and I whip out Tide Collar and I have to hit you. I'm so sorry. Oh, God, I hate this so much. I hate that my charisma is so low. And she's blinded, so I attack her with advantage, don't I?
You definitely hear Miri go like, "What?" and like turn towards you, like looking for you. Like she'd lean into.
I'm
this.
gonna kill her.
You have to go her whole health below.
Yeah, you won't kill her.
But if I hit her, well, if she goes unconscious, then I hit her with
But
melee
would you
attacks.
keep hitting her if she's unconscious? Like, does the rage drive you to kill or hit who's closest and conscious?
That's a good question.
You got 2 attacks.
That's gonna be a plus 11 is gonna be a flirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Ah, what the fuck? No! God, I would take that one again.
Okay.
I was going to give you advantage.
You have advantage on melee attack rolls, by the way,
Oh fuck.
because you're enraged.
Yeah, but she's also blind, so it was already advantage.
Right.
So that's gonna be a 21 to hit. On
Still
that first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage on the saves.
Just whatever the next D20 roll is.
2 and 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit her again. I think there's part of Shy in her head that knows this is wrong, but that part is so locked away and it's just like screaming inside. Okay, that's a 14 to hit that second one.
Misses.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a focus point for flurry of blows.
I think Miri kind of like stumbles from that first hit and accidentally dodges out of
And
the second one.
fists come out. Okay.
Oh, bad rolls again?
21 to hit on that second one.
That's a 10. I thought it was a 1. Very deceptive.
7 and 7 plus 5 is going to be 12 points.
Okay, Mirielle is still up.
And then I'm going to hit you with my last one.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Woofty.
13 and 5. Yeah, 18.
Miri is down.
All right.
And you just hear Shy, like, screaming in anger as I do this.
All right. It is the Fey Revenant's turn.
Did you take the restraint off me?
Yes, I did, because it would drop from the damage.
Lovely.
Revenant's
I
turn.
love this.
The
Good for me.
first shot is... it's over here. I don't think that'll hit you, 'cause that's only 15
To hit
for
who?
the first one, for Thistle.
Oh, no, that does not hit me.
The second one is even worse. It's only 12. So that one
That
hits.
does not hit me.
It's gonna try to use. Can't do the Queen's Grasp again just yet. That one is a 16 to hit.
No.
Okay. So yeah, it takes 3 shots. This one is gonna move 30. I'll be kind of on the edge here. Actually, it's gonna. We'll put it there. It's gonna take 3 shots at you, Esper.
Yep.
It's gonna do its Queen's Grasp first. That one is a 19 to hit.
Does not hit. Catch it.
Hit. Second one is only 13. Oh, that's a little better. 23.
Yeah, that would hit, but I use my reaction. The wings. Catch it.
Again. All right. It is Mark's turn.
Thistle, this is part of a spell.
All right. I trust you.
As you move towards Thistle, there is an overwhelming sense of desire to drink his blood. As you move towards him, you lose control of your body. As you feel goo start to slide from your back and grab you by the arms as you are reaching out for Thistle, you would see this as a form overcomes Mark as you see Johnny's form kind of pull around Mark, encompassing him, almost like a suit of armor. As he kind of pulls him back, you can see it fighting against Mark inside of him. As you see the eye kind of open. I have to do this to save him.
All right, just bring him back.
He'll be all right.
All right.
As you watch as Johnny kind of pulls back and kind of stands at attention. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Whoa! Oh, but I gotta write down what I was gonna do.
Yeah, write down what you're going to do.
I'm going to turn it over to Sean here for a second.
Oh, yes. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, on the spot. Why am I doing the accent? Hey, I won't be able to be here at the table for a bit because of very exciting things elsewhere in life. That I'm paralyzed with FOMO because I love being here. But that just means that Mark is going to be taken out of the game for a little bit, and we'll discover more about why in game that is. But yes, this is a see you later, not a gone forever. But it's gonna be a bit, and then I'll be back. We're gonna get a sword. No, you'll probably already have the sword by that point. I don't know.
Fuck, if we don't have the sword by that point, we're in trouble.
We're all really excited for Sean with what he's got coming down the pipe. So a huge congratulations to him, and we're gonna miss you very, very much. Something exciting that means for us though is generally when we have someone leave the table for a little while, we have guests. that come in. So you might see some new faces grace our table for a little bit. Might be one person, might be multiple people. Who knows when that'll happen. But yeah, as we finish off this episode, please stick around for the raid. We're in the midst of combat. Holy bananas. We're going to hang out with someone awesome. We will be back next week as finishing off the Warden's Gauntlet on the hunt for Oakheart. And put your thumbs up, babies, when you find yourself in the middle of a perilous combat and your friend gets thirsty.
Let the goo touch you.
And touch the goo!